just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's now it occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Ayy, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it worked. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life.
Yo.
Okay, gotta pay my dues, I know he gon' reimburse me. I can't hide my love for God, brody.
What up, chat? What up?
Working. Some of y'all be too drunk off cloud.
How we doing today? Happy Friday. Welcome back.
Recording in progress.
Welcome back. Let's get it.
I just took a break, okay, and now it's back to work.
All right, back to work. Back to work.
I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, as in heaven on this.
All right, welcome in. Happy Friday. Let's do it. Let's do it. How's everyone doing? Who do we got here today? Louis G in the house. What up, Louis G? Stevie Mac in the house. Zypers in the building. Chop and screw it, baby. What up, Only Bands? Stephen B in the house. We've been working, man. We've been working, that's for sure. It ain't back to work. We've been working, but I hope you guys are doing well. Good to be back here on YouTube. What up, OGH? Engineer 14 in the house. What up, brother? What up, Matt? Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Only Bands. What's up, Golden FX? What up, Rob? What up? PM Magnifico, my boy. How you doing, big dog? How are you guys? Welcome in. Happy Friday to you. Hope you guys are doing well. Good to be back here. I'm in my... Yeah, you guys see me in a different room now. So we're in the other office here, coming together. Let's see here. We gotta send this Zoom link out. Give me one sec. How'd you guys do this week? So far, it's been a fantastic week on our end. Clubhouse has been doing really well, taking some really good trades. Had one red day, which we could talk about a little bit later. That was on Wednesday. Yeah, I think that was on Wednesday. But, you know, we got it right back. Just like we always do, gang, right? We get it right back. So, no different here this week. Let me just send this out. Boom, boom. And I think we're good to go. It feels good to be back on YouTube. I was telling everyone in the Clubhouse, man, I miss YouTube. It was like 3 or 4 days. That was the longest I ever went. Yeah, man, longest I ever went. All right, let's make sure these guys are muted. Here they come, and I think we're good to get rolling here. What up, Trader Next Door? What's up, Jessica? What up? Big Fire in the house. What's good? What's up, Arrow? Good to see y'all, man. Good to see you guys. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Clubhouse is making their way in here. Let me lower the music. Let's pray, and then we will get started here, my friends. There we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and pray, and let's rock and roll. You ready, Green? Green, you want to say the prayer here today? Come on, brother. We want to hear you preach. You the pastor. Pastor Green. All right, let's get to it. Father in heaven, Lord, man, we just thank you. I just thank you for this wonderful community here, Lord, just full of great people, Lord, great hearts, great minds. We thank you for doing a work here, Lord. We thank you for doing a work not only here in the community, but in the hearts and in the minds of the individuals, Lord. We thank you for all that you're doing within the Clubhouse, within the Elite program, and through this YouTube live stream. We thank you, Lord, that we can use the internet to glorify your name. This movement here, Lord, what's turned into such a big movement where so many lives are being impacted and so many people are changing their lives and their futures, Lord. We just give you the glory for it. This is not a working of my own, Lord, but it's a working of you through me. So, Lord, I thank you for it. We ask that you bless every individual here, Lord, and we thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. What a work that the Lord is doing here. The largest, the biggest, the largest. Amen. Thank you, Green. Thank you. Well, welcome in, everyone. Welcome back to the live streams here. It is Friday. It is February 21st. So we are cruising through the month. It's been a great month here. We do have this lovely Friday ahead of us. We have some PMI stuff coming out a little bit later. That's going to be around 9:45. Yeah, 9:45 today. Up until that point, really don't have much to concern ourselves about. There's going to be some red folders here with retail sales coming out with the CAD. Shouldn't do too much, but might bring a little bit of, little something into the markets, right, Louis G? Right, AB Mike? Big Zach in the house. Shout out to Zach. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. So let's go ahead and let's dive into the charts here. If you guys can please give the stream a like for me, sub to the channel, and let's go ahead and take a look at gold here. We'll take a look at NQ as well, and we'll get the party started. All right. What up, Wokey? Yo. Yeah. Hey, if y'all can like the stream though, that'd be super dope. Yeah. Last trading day of the week. Let's finish strong. It's been a good month. It's been a pretty good month here. It's been a great week. February has been a little bit different than what we experienced last February, right, gang? So it's not, it's not a bad thing to go through mistakes and trials and errors, but at the end of the day, you got to learn from them, right? So if you can learn from them and not make those same mistakes again, this February looks a lot different from last February, and we're proud of the results here. So nothing wrong with making mistakes, but learning from them and not repeating them is going to be your best interest here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see if we can end this week strong. We're already green on the day. We did take a really nice trade in London session, so we'll see what we can get, if we can get anything out of New York session here today. So looking at gold here, we are in these all-time highs, right? So if you guys are struggling with gold a little bit this week, it's no wonder. I mean, look at the last 3 daily candles here. You're just consolidating, you're just printing side by side, you're chopping around. We're in this overall resistance level. We got a lot of rejection here to the top side, so very difficult, very difficult place to be. You're also so bullish that you don't even want to take sells, right? And then you got these awkward candles coming down here, so it's just been a bit of a messy week, I would say, as we have been in these all-time highs. But again, as you're disciplined, as you're patient, as you stick to the proven system, just because it's a choppy week doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a red week, right? It can still be green by waiting for the right opportunities, right? So keep that in mind here. So it looks like yesterday we did close bullish, over here at these all-time highs. I do see that we are closing a little bit like below these ranges though, so we'll see if that has anything, any effect here today. We did break the previous daily lows already. Candle currently is bearish, so we'll see how we make out. Let's take a look at the 4-hour here. 4-hour close kind of like weak bullish candle, but you have a strong rejection to the downside, right? So you've got support sitting here, you got a strong rejection off that support, and now you close bullish here. So yeah, very sketchy, right? So you got this inverted celery going on. Like if this was a 30-minute time frame, like I may have buy stops, right, on the break of this high for price to continue up here. So let's see if that can make sense on any other time frame here. But price is trying to see if it's going to close below that support and move into this range, or is it going to reject it, break the highs, and continue up, to fill these wicks and possibly come back up to retest those highs there. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is chopping around here. So previous 1 hour closed bearish. Looks like you got a little bit of a fake out, just a lot of wicks going on. 30-minute time frame is just nasty, man. So very, very nasty here. You got support, you got resistance, and you are just barcode printing at this point. So yeah, nothing going on yet. We'll see what NY Open brings us. It's coming up here in a minute. You're gonna close in the range here. So I think if you get breakouts, for the most part, I mean, we've got our 4-hour candles surrounded at this point, right? The range is, if we do close above 49 or 50 there, you are breaking the 4-hour high. If you end up closing below, you're now breaking those 4-hour lows for price to continue pushing down, fill in that range there, and that can make a pretty good trade, right? So that's what I'm looking at. Potential sells here below 41 to come down towards 30. What is that? 32. 30, yeah, about 32 here, somewhere around here. And then you know, the buys are good too, but yeah, you got that little resistance in the way. So let price chop around a bit, and then we will go from there. This is the trade that we did take in London session. So we had this resistance form here and took a sell on this candle, pretty much closed full right at that wick fill. So we ended up really moving down there. But yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts here for today. So far, again, we already did take positions here today. We were looking for buys in pre-New York right here, but this candle ended up giving no bottom wick, so you know, we had to sit out, and now we're just waiting for the next best setup. So that's where we at. That's where we are. So pretty decent tradable range here. I think maybe if you get a 15-minute support, maybe there could be opportunities to take buys here, right? We are trying to move up bullish, so we'll see. We'll see. But that's pretty much it. How'd you guys do in London session? Anything in London? George VDM is in the house. What up, George? What's up, AJ? What up, Lights Fire? Missed you guys, man. Missed some of you guys. Clubhouse been grubbing though. We've had a great week here. Really, really good week. Ended up. So this was today's trade, the one that I just mentioned. Where is it? Over here. So that was that sell taken. Just, I don't think we've seen any drawdown, did we? I forget. I don't think I've seen any drawdown on that trade. Let me show you guys the loss here. So it took a loss here on Wednesday, I think it was, on gold. So this was the trade. Bam. So yeah, so this was the trade here. You know, you had a lot of volume come through in this 15-minute candle here. So price started pushing up. Like obviously we were ranging at first within this zone here, right? Price starts pushing up on this candle. Ends up closing pretty strong bullish. I mean, we did move quite a bit, right, from this area. So we did move, but I didn't want to consider that too overextended. Like it was just one 15-minute candle. We still had, by the way, this was like the 4-hour now. So the 4-hour candle looked like this. So the previous one was bullish, right? And then the next one was kind of looking like this. So it was like making its way back up right around like here. So that was like right there, right? So just anticipating this 4-hour candle to start moving up and then flip bullish here. But we almost got to partials, but it looks like price reacted right here instead, kind of. But you know, it was a good trade. I'll take that trade again. I liked it, still like it. You know, is what we were able to get there. So we were very, very bullish too on that day, but price just wanted to come down and, you know, do its thing. You wanted to give us a thank you, Mrs. Lippy moment. You know what I mean? What up, Morpheus? How are you, my man? Approved for Discord? I'm not too sure. Maybe one of the mods could help you out. I don't think you have to get approved for Discord. Oh yeah, no music. Got y'all. Happy birthday, Rafi, by the way. Big birthday for Rafi. We appreciate Rafi being here and all that he's done and the time that he's committed and all the wisdom and the gems that he's dropped have not only helped me, but multiple traders here. Probably hundreds of traders now within the, the birthdays are flowing here. Birthday cakes are flowing in the clubhouse, but we do appreciate you, man, and thank you. And I know everyone from YouTube appreciates you and all that you've done for us, and with a servant's heart, you know what I mean? So always special when you find a guy that comes around that's like that and has that heart to serve people and give. You know, there's no surprise that he's got a bright future ahead of him. Big birthday cakes flowing in the chat. Let's go. Let's get it. What up, Xander? How are you, bro? Yeah, so that was that trade. What else did we do this week? Yeah, we had a good day here. This was the buys taken. These were beauties. So obviously, like textbook here, right? Everyone knows why we took this trade. A lot of consolidation, clean traffic to the left. You get candles to break out, which is really all we were waiting for. Yeah, break of the highs there and full TP smacked. Yeah, I think I closed somewhere around this wick right here. So right on this candle before everything went back down. So another good trade. May have been the best trade of the week, maybe this one. Yeah, this was around 10:45 a.m. Eastern, I believe. It was a late trade. Am I standing? I am standing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really been standing on YouTube. That's true. I am standing, yeah. Thank you, Xander. Thank you, bro. Pia Magnifico, my man. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, we were waiting here too. I remember we were waiting through London. We were trying to get this breakout. We couldn't get the breakout. We waited. We waited all through pre-New York, and then I believe this was like 10:45. If you look here, I think it's 10:45, but I might be wrong. But yeah, that was pretty much my week. You know, that was it. So that one bad, I wouldn't even say bad trade, just the one red day where price just didn't work out, didn't work out in our favor, and that's going to happen, right? We were in profit. We were about 18 pips in profit and wasn't the trade that we were looking at, right? We were looking for a further push up, so you got to let it do its thing. That was really the first full stop I've hit in quite some time. I went back in time? What happened to the 50K? I got the 50K blew up. I got all 100Ks and 150Ks now. Yeah, tried to go for a nice trade on the 50 and just sacrificed it. Birthday boy, how we feeling? I sacrificed it to the gods.
Bro, I'm feeling so loved, my guy.
Good to see you, bro.
Incredible. We have an amazing community, my guy.
Yeah. How we feeling?
So much love. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, brother. It's a team, you know what I mean? This is more than a one-man show. Way more than a one-man show. I don't think this has really ever been
100%.
A one-man show, to be honest. Like, I've always felt like this is our thing.
100%. Man, like in the clubhouse, we're helping each other, like people it's just incredible environment. So
yeah,
how do you not show up,
True. Very true. On our way to 8 figs, baby. On our way to 8 figs. Gonna take some time. We already know that. But we got time.
It's gonna take time, sacrifices, and a little bit of pain.
It's light work. It's light. For the life of your dreams? Come on. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, man. Yeah, only bands, definitely. You know, what's funny is, you know, I moved the same exact time last year in February, and that kind of screwed me all up. But you know, the cool part about life is you live and you learn. And this time I organized my move differently. I set things up differently. I just tried to put the odds in my favor to win. You know what I mean? And stay winning and do little things in little increments versus a big whole move at one time. So yeah, you live and learn. You live and learn.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. It feels to me, bro, like there's a lesson here that yet I'm not completely comprehending, you know, because everything is happening so quick, so fast, and you feel like, dude, well, what, I can catch a break, but I know on the other side, the blessing is there waiting, you know. All I've been asked is to stay strong.
That's it.
That's all I'm seeing. So
You got the download. So
can't overanalyze things, you know. Just take it one day at a time, one pitch at a time, one trade at a time, and just continue to do what you've been doing, you know.
That's right. Laying the foundation brick by brick.
Yeah.
Brick by brick. AJ, how we feeling?
Absolutely.
What's up, PJ? What up, what up? Complete education is once we shift over to WAP. To be honest, I've been so dialed in over the last like 3 or 4 weeks. I might even update every single video I already did. I mean, they're only 7 minutes long. Like, I've got some new like just insight. You know what I mean? That I feel like I might even run the videos back. Yeah, and just give it even more. So. But by the time WAP comes up, which is going to be, I think, within in February, we're just going to move over to that platform. That's where we're going to put the whole course on and all that good stuff. I've taken the same trade as you in London today, but I could not hold till full TP. Just closed after 16 pips, then it went for 140 pips. Please help me out on how to hold the trade longer. So. You know, the move itself, right? So this was the trade that we took in London. Let's mark this up, right? So we took a trade, we took a sell here. Stops were like right up here. TP, for me, my full TP was 55 pips, right? So I'm going to play the market for what it is, right? So you also have a support level, which is like 27 pips. So 16 pips, you know, is okay. But I think in this case, 27 pips or 55 was all you really should have taken there according to this system, right? So we don't need all these pips, right? I mean, we would of course love to get them all, but what happens if price starts to reject here like it typically does, right? And then it starts pulling back up. So you want to look for structure, things like this to take your profits from, something where you can logically say, hey, that was a good decision of mine to close partials there. Whether it ran or didn't run or whatever, you want to make good decisions. So the idea with our system is we believe if there's a resistance formed, right, price will come down, tap into that support, and most likely fill that wick right there. Because we know that when wicks are filled is during those session opens, during high times of volume. So really anything lower than that is not even considered our pips, right? I mean, we were looking into this area too for like full TP, but I mean, it's Friday, you know, close. I mean, you got your wick fill, you've got a great setup here, you might as well take the money. So the more you see volume push like this during the session opens, the more you are going to gain confidence in holding. Because the reason why you may have closed is because you just weren't unsure. You know, whoa, this is a crazy candle. I don't know if it's going to pull back. But once you get enough chart time and you ask questions like that and you begin to hear things like during high volume times, we fill wicks and you have big candles. And those times typically happen during London Open or pre-New York. You know what I mean? So you'll start to pick up on that and then you'll recognize it, right? And even if you do close 16 pips on the next one and you happen to kind of get scared out again, you'll now watch it go and fill that wick. And then you'll see it again and again and again. And eventually you'll get to the point where I'm at, which is 4.5 years of doing that, to the point where you're like, yeah, I know that there's a lot of volume coming in right now. We'll most likely fill that wick, have a pretty big candle here, and you know, that's how I'm willing to hold a little bit longer. So you just need a little bit more chart time, some guidance, and you know, watch it a couple more times and you should be good. Yeah, and if anything, don't close the full position, maybe close half your position. So if you feel like closing at like 16 pips in this case, just close half instead of full, or close like 80-90%. You know, and then that way at least you have a runner, so you're not totally missing out and getting like FOMO over that. It's just about getting comfortable, right? It's about seeing it over and over again, because it's one thing for me to say, hey, this should drive and fill that wick, and you just blindly listening, as opposed to you hearing me say that and then watching it happen over and over and over and over, and then you're like, all right, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna start holding for that wick fill, or I'm gonna target that wick fill. And yeah, it just happens over time. You'll get it. You'll get it. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's go to, yeah, let's take a look at NQ here as well. Let's get a little idea of what we're doing. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I was looking for buys over here. When did this happen? 7? Sheesh. Yeah, that's twice where I had things marked up here over the last 2 days on NQ, and it worked out pretty well. The other one was, so this worked out well. So if anyone took these buys, money. You see how you had this break, retest, break of the highs, your entry, partials at the wick fill, and then, you know, full target up here, or at least break even at the wick fill and then let it run. The other one was yesterday. Where was that? 15-minute time frame. Yeah, this one right here yesterday was nice. So you had price kind of moving down, coming down here, retracing, creating resistance, just like that last trade I showed you. And now boom, you know, this candle coming down right into that support and then attempting to fill that wick. Yeah, and I typically tend to close before the wick fill, because if we don't fill the wick and start pushing through it, we're most likely going to come around it and start rejecting off of it. So I typically tend to close like just a little shy of the wick fill. Yeah, so this thing's pushing up, just moving bullish here. So running into some chop. A lot of volume there at 7 a.m. Damn. Damn. Took buys at 2 a.m. based on the 1 hour salary. It didn't play out. Can you talk about that? Yeah, 2 a.m. on gold, right? Let's take a look. 2 a.m. here. Yeah, so I just think at that point, taking the buy here, you're going against the I believe the 4 hour was bearish. Yeah, so you're going against the 4 hour there. So that's where your issue can start running into, because technically you're counter trend trading there, right? So that could be very risky, especially with us kind of being in this overall rejection area. There's a lot of rejection here. So any sort of breakout right here is most likely going to be a false breakout, right? So when you're going against the bias and the 4 hour is looking to push down, right? So if the 4 hour is looking to push down here, you don't want to try and attempt these buys going up unless it's like there. You know what I mean? Like, and when I say there, I mean like if that was the situation, I'd be probably looking for, if I'm going to touch a buy, it's going to have to be at least a closure like above these ranges, and most likely a range 2. So you don't want to really go against that higher time frame unless you got really good confirmation, which in this case you really didn't. The conditions were nasty. You were very bearish. You had all these wick rejections right here, and you know, overall a bearish bias. So just going against the trend, I think that's probably why it didn't work. Notice how right after that you get a closure below the range, right? And that's where we were sitting, you know, waiting for that sell. So yeah, so we weren't bullish at all in London. We were we were bearish there. So any sort of move up, we were just going to wait for resistance to form, which that was the resistance that we were looking for. Closure, you know, back below that overall zone here. And then, yeah, you see that candle move down nicely. Does that make sense? Little some. Yeah, so think about this. The 4-hour candle looked like this, right? The previous one, and then the current one that you were executing on looked like this. So it was basically trying to move back down, right? To start coming down here. So you're gonna kind of going against all that, right? And then this move here back up is just basically the candle now pulling back up. So if it moved down that much, it's like the candle now pulling back up, right? And just kind of doing something like this. So it taps target, and then those bullish candles are just price pulling back up like that. Boom, boom. So yeah, try and really understand where the 4-hour. Let the 4-hour candle guide your session, right? The overall daily is a great way to get a bias, but you have to understand that that daily candle is broken down into multiple sessions, right? And most sessions are typically like 3 hours long, right? Asian session, London, New York. So within that, you're going to want to identify how the 4-hour candle looks and what that candle is doing and where it's looking to go, or what, you know, what's taking place on that time frame. So that way your 15-30 minute entries make more sense versus just looking at like a 30-minute or a 1 hour and basing it off of that. Because if you're doing that, let's say in this case you're bearish, right? So previous 4-hour candle closed bearish. Now the next one's going to start moving up. So what that looks like here is that looks like on a lower time frame, that looks like a bunch of bullish candles, which if you're only looking at that time frame, right, then you're looking to buy because you're like, man, we're really moving up now. But at the end of the day, all that is this candle pulling back, this wick being formed. And then if you end up taking buys, they're most likely short-lived because you're going to get some sort of like rejection now, right? So when you take a buy here, right here, you're ultimately what you're doing is you're taking a buy like right there, as that candle is just making a top wick for it to move down with the higher time frame. So that's why in this case, you would see someone maybe get into a buy position like right here, and then all of a sudden candles fake out and then just start driving down, right? Because that's because this 4-hour candle's got different plans. You know, it's not trying to move up, it's trying to make its way down. So you want to listen to that 4-hour candle, my bad, and let it guide you.
Yo, we got Johnny James in the house, my guy.
Johnny Gems. Let's get him on up. All right, so we're just ranging here. So nothing much going on with NY Open here. I think we have news, but not till a little bit later. Johnny Gemstones, how are you? How are you, brother? How are you?
What's up? What's good, my brothers?
How we feeling?
Good to see you, my G.
Hell yeah, feeling incredible. Good to see you guys as well.
Long
It's good to
time
be
no
back.
see.
For real, bro. It's been what?
Oh, wow.
Couple years?
It's been about damn near 25 minutes, man. 25, 30 minutes.
Hell yeah, bro.
How was the gym?
The gym was great, bro. I had to bang out a quick session.
Nice.
Progressive
Nice.
overload. Yep.
Man, ran to the gym, sprinted a workout, ran back.
Literally, bro. I
Ready
mean,
for
I
NY
still
Open.
made sure I gave myself 2 minutes of rest before each set.
2 minutes.
Feel probably breaking a sweat right now.
I am a little bit, yeah. Say it. I
That's
feel
what
the
I'm
sweat.
saying.
That's
You're going. Now you relax and start sweating more.
exactly. Yeah, I feel that. Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of cold too down here. Not gonna lie. In
Yo,
like
it's
the
a little chilly
40s.
today.
Yeah.
Dang.
It
Yeah.
is.
I had to wear a hoodie. 39 right now. Wow.
Sheesh.
Nah.
40, yeah, 40.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy.
Holy.
Dude.
Damn. Oh, you know what? I can still flex, I guess, because it's gonna be 70 all week.
It's still flex. That's the
All
beautiful
right,
thing.
all right. It's gonna get up to 65 today. About it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
We'll live. We'll live.
By 2 o'clock, it'll be in the 60s.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah,
Not too shabby. I'll take it.
definitely take it. Absolutely.
Grain. You don't know what cold is. Bro, grain. We're dealing with like below zero weather out here. Those boys are like 70s cold.
Rafi's got the foot of snow going on.
Weird, bro.
I know, bro.
Ralph, you're like, what the hell, bro? Coming from Bali? Snap.
Yeah. It's incredible, man. Crazy how things like that can just happen.
Right. For real.
Yep.
Yo, Green, I forgot about cold, bro. Forgot what cold was.
Forgot what it was. Now we remember. Any tips on staying process focused? Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta understand the process. You know, in order to be process focused, you have to understand what the process is. That's why we run the live stream and do all the try and be as transparent as possible and show you how it could be up and down. And you know, a lot of times it could be up though when you lock in and you do get process focused. So first and foremost, you got to understand the process. You got to understand what it takes, to get to the next level. So that way, when some sort of adversity comes, you're not surprised by it, right? Like if you're going to go into a boxing ring, right, you understand the process. You understand that there's going to be hits, right? You're going to have to move. It's going to be tiring. It's going to be exhausting. And you can most likely survive a ton of punches to the face, right? But if some guy just came up to you randomly in the middle of the store, even if he had a boxing glove on, if he punched you as hard as he could, you'd be probably out cold on the floor. Because why? You weren't expecting that. You came out of nowhere, blindsided. You weren't ready for it. So the first thing is really understanding what the process is, right? And then understanding that the process takes time. So you got to live in the day-by-day non-negotiables. That way, those will bring you the outcome. If you live in the day-to-day, where's the outcome, you'll always wind up getting weary, right? And then you'll kind of slow down because you're not going to get the outcome on the day-to-day. Right? It's just not how it works, especially in the beginning of the process. So your result that you should be looking for on the end of each day is just the fact that you kept the promises that you made to yourself, right? So if the goal is to get funded, or if the goal is to do X, Y, and Z, there's a process to get there. So my mentor would say, Nick, get a process. He would say, get a goal, get a process, forget about the goal, and just work the process, right? Your new goal to get that goal is to work the process day in and day out without looking at any sort of result, but just continuing to do what's required to get to where you want to be at the end, right? So that's pretty much it. And once you start doing it, you start getting results, and now you understand that, okay, if I do trust the process, it will start to work, right? Just like if you started dieting and going to the gym, all of a sudden you would see a difference in your physique, right? And one should be inspired by that, right? And then begin to say, hey, I like this process. This process is good. This process is healthy for me. I'm going to keep applying myself to this process, right? And that will ultimately get me to where I want to be. So the process is everything. You can't focus on the goal, because at the end of the day, once you hit the goal, that's it. Now there's another process. You don't just hit the goal and it's like, all right, that's it. Done living, not moving again, right? It's just on to the next one, on to the next process. So get familiar with the process and being process focused. And at the end of the day, that's always going to come back down to those daily non-negotiables. If you can hit those and you can say, hey, if I do X, Y, and Z, that to me is a win for the day, then that's your only focus, is just to get those things done on the day-to-day. That's it.
You guys took note on that.
That's it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Clip it.
It's a Jemmy right there.
Sandman. What's up, bro?
Let's get it, Sandman.
I want to be part of the Clubhouse, but I have a prop firm with CFD, not futures. That's okay. That's okay. Remember, gang, the Clubhouse isn't a like a signals channel, right? We're in there talking about this type of stuff, right? Like the trading is there, right? We're going to go in depth and talk about the trading, and you're going to learn the technicals, and you're going to be fluent in the market, no doubt. I mean, ask the members in the Clubhouse how they feel about their progression in trading itself and the technicals. But the idea is to learn the mindset, you know, because you don't want to count on me to call trades, right? So as long as you understand what the system is, the higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, and understand the mindset and mentality behind the winning trader, which is what we teach in the Clubhouse and what we talk often about, then you can look at your CFD chart and make your own decisions, quality decisions on A+ setups that fit your plan. And we have people in the Clubhouse right now doing that. Unless you're George. George moved to Greece just so you can get into futures. So are you willing to move to Greece? No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to move to Greece.
Make it happen.
Find a way to win.
Just win.
Just win. All right, let's see. What are we doing here?
We got a range game.
So no closure yet.
So gold decided to range once we left.
You mean as soon as I join the Clubhouse, there is a education course for me to learn? Yeah, there's hours of. Let me show you. So we still have to add. So we basically do a webinar, a course, every single week. Every week, every Saturday, we're running basically a webinar there. So let me show you. So this is the current course, right? Now there's going to be a full-on detailed like step-by-step course, but this right here is hours. I mean 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 plus half hours on each of them. You know, you're talking like 20, 22, 25 hours. I think it's good to start here and then work your way, you know, outside of that, because this right here has everything you need. Right? It may not be a little 6-minute by 6-minute video, but these are just hour-and-a-half topic lectures on these specific, very, very important concepts that we use on a day-to-day basis to do what we do. So yeah, so that's pretty much that. But the full course, like a little step-by-step, simple, like layman's term course is coming pretty soon. Message.
Message. Yo, it's good, chat.
Johnny
Gems.
Gems.
Say hello. We're popping.
We missed you guys. I was telling the Clubhouse, man, it's been I don't know, man. It's been a while. I was like, I miss YouTube. It's like 3 days, 4 days of just not streaming. I haven't done that in like 2.5 years.
Right. Yeah, YouTube, what's up? How was your guys' week? Hopefully it was good.
It was good. I appreciate you guys with my absence because I was moving around and I didn't want to get all sloppy like we did last year. You know what I mean? So I had to, you know, stay in the Clubhouse, stay low key, move everything, get everything all situated, and now we back. We're back, Johnny Gems.
Yes, there we are. Let's go. Missed you, YouTube. Missed y'all.
YouTube. There's no, yeah, it's true, it's true. I sacrificed it for 100, yeah, for 400s, yep. Or, yeah, that's true. Gold's chopped cheese right now? You're right, bro.
Facts, bro.
It's chopping, it's chopping. Yeah,
Stay
so
away from it.
this is pretty much the only trade that I think was valid here today, and that's the one we took. In pre-New York, Johnny Gems was looking at this one, and I was looking at it too, and everything looked money. Closure was awesome, but you never got a bottom wick here, so we would have liked to be in that trade, but, you know, you can't break your plan.
We were also looking for that breakout too. as well that closed above.
Oh,
We
yeah,
almost
yeah,
had
this
two
one here.
beautiful opportunities.
Yeah, yeah.
We deleted right before the close. Thank God.
Yep. Yeah, good stuff. Do I use TradeZella? I do. Yeah, I do. My favorite part of TradeZella is the playbook. Like the fact that we got the playbooks over here, and that and mentor mode. Mentor mode is sick. Where is playbook? Yeah, I
Right there.
really like this. This is so awesome. This is what I've always wanted. Nice,
Sick.
clean, done for you playbook. Stats, collect data very easily. So the buys and sells off supports have been the big one here. 23 of those this year. 13 breakouts, 11 celeries, 6 inverted celeries, and 5 fades. That's been the year so far. Some of y'all are like, wait, whoa. I took five fades since London session. Can you look at my question at the Clubhouse? Which one, brother? Where is it? Of course. Hey, by the way, shout out to everyone getting payouts. I mean, this is crazy. Like, can you not feel the Spirit of God moving amongst here? The Spirit of victory? Everything that we've been praying for. Like, can you not see it and feel it and know that it's here? I mean, it's obvious. Like, how much more obvious do you want the Lord to get to show you, hey, this is working. This is actually taking place. I mean, if you look at this month alone, these are all the fun. This is like not even everyone. This is just some people who decided to post in this chat. But you got payouts, you got funded, you got people multiple. Look at this, 5 XFAs here. 5 XFAs, right? You got people getting funded left and right, getting paid out. I mean, it's just been a wild month here. This is still all February. It's been crazy. W, the lag geek. Let's go. So this is just February alone, man. So we're really doing it out here. You know, we're really doing it. And it's been a blessing. It really has been. Yeah.
Only the beginning.
Wags with the first one on the board in February. W.
Hey, Wags, let's go, bro.
Yeah, so far so good. We still got a whole week left here, and we're moving and grooving. We got a lot of people getting payouts, a lot of people right on the verge of getting funded, but I mean, the proof is here, man. All we're doing is following the playbook. That's pretty much it.
That's it. Doing what's required of us. Doing the job.
By the way, gang, the Elite program is officially open. There's 6 spots, but I think there's only like 3 left. So if you guys have been waiting on the Elite program, snag it up. I'm sure it won't even last like the weekend type stuff. So yeah, everything is open. Once we fill the rest of the spots, we're going to close it again, and then maybe in like another 2 months we'll open it back up. So the Elite's one-on-one mentorship, 12 sessions with me. You can use them once a week. You can use them as you please. You can use them when you need me. We kind of work that out when we get together, but we are officially open, and if you guys have been waiting on it, now's your shot because it's gonna go quick. Yeah, three people. So I let the cat out the bag to the Clubhouse first, and yeah, so we filled 3 of the 6 spots. So 3 left. 3 left. I do look forward to working with you. 2,700. Hold on. Towards my 9K. Let's go. Let's go, Chris. Let's go, Chris.
Let's get it, Chris.
Since being on board, changed everything about my trading. Up nearly 5K. W, bro. W.
Lovely. See what happens when you're just disciplined to the plan? The results speak for themselves. You know, you're disciplined to the plan, you like the results. You're undisciplined to the plan, you hate the results, right? Let those results speak for themselves.
Yeah.
No, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So keep following that plan.
The webinar. Oh, go to the webinar recordings. Yeah, those are just the ones that we have uploaded on WAP now. Yeah. WAP's looking good. It's looking good.
Can't wait for WAP.
I thought you wouldn't come back to YouTube. Nah, man. Nah. I was just moving.
It's got a good heart.
I was just moving, you know. I had a whole bunch of stuff I had to get settled in and all that good stuff. You're an awesome teacher. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I wrote the speech up, remember? I told you guys. How's it going so far? Johnny Gems.
Yo, it's good. Good
I wrote the
bro.
speech
I
in pre-New York.
With 5 minutes to spare.
Keep on selling. Yeah, I wrote my sales pitch in pre-New York as well. I'm like, all right, here's what I'm going to write this on and sell it, stay it here. And I got to look them in the eye and I got to make sure I smile. And all right, here we go. Completely forgot my button up here today. Can I get your opinion on payouts? Should I request a payout once I hit the 40% consistency rule, or should I build a little buffer? That just really depends, man. How much you need the money, really. You know what I mean? Like if you're up, like we were talking about this in the Clubhouse, I think yesterday. But like if you're up 4,000 or 5,000, you know what I mean, and you and your family could really use that money. You know, in this business, when the money's there, you kind of want to take it. So I would recommend taking the money, especially if if it can make a difference in your life right now. If you're doing well already and you say, hey, you know, I don't really need the actual, you know, payout right this moment, then build a buffer up. You know, build a buffer and wait till you get to a point where you're like, I like this amount. You know what I mean? But that's what I would do. What up, Vic Trades? How are you, man? Doing great, brother. Doing great. Doing great. Starting to sound like Raja. Hey, I've been sounding like Raja I've been copying Raja and duplicating him since 2021. Yeah, man. I remember I used to be in this little small group, me and my buddies. It was like 5 of us. And they'd be like, man, you just do everything Raja does. You sound everything. Because they were a little like, because I didn't take the crazy trades that they took, so I waited for breakouts and candles to close and all that stuff, and they're like, you sound just like Raja. So yeah, we've been sounding like Raja, man.
You want to sound like your mentor. That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You should sound like him. '11th hour, what's good? How are you, brother?
11th hour.
11th hour in the house.
Yo, iPhone RT, welcome, bro. Welcome to the Clubhouse. It's good to have you here. I'm excited to grow with you as well, bro. Let's get it.
RT, what's good? Welcome, my friend. Welcome in, welcome in. Like TK would say, what's your favorite session to trade? Yo, what's up, Kevin? Welcome, my man. Welcome. Any questions you have, let us know. Let us know. The real Sam. There he is. What's goody?
What's up, Mr. Project Toro? What's good, bro? How you doing?
Project Toro. Project Toro. Can I get your thoughts on the potential 1-hour celery on ES? Yeah, of course. Let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at ES here. Let's just do a fresh top-down analysis. So you are bearish on the day. You did close pretty strong bearish here yesterday. You are leaving a wick to fill. At this point, you could be just creating a top wick, right, for that daily candle to break the lows here and then start filling this wick. So my bias is pretty bearish based off of that. The 4-hour candle is now coming up here. So 4-hour candle came up, you know, that was your pullback. Look at this one. Ever since we closed with no wick at the bottom, you've just been moving up the entire time here. So we're coming into a bit of a tough area now because, you know, you've pushed through these levels, but you're running right into all this chop now. So we've seen price move up here and then start struggling in that range. So, you know, we're moving up now, coming into that zone. The 4-hour candles are getting weaker and weaker. So let's take a look at that 1 hour celery now. Yeah, so here's where it gets tough, right? Because you're very bearish on the higher time frame, but you've gotten a closure now, right, above all this. So I personally would be waiting for like some sort of a range 2 above here, being that may just be this daily candle looking to head back down. And if there's going to be a fake out anywhere, it's most likely going to be here, right? We're already seeing signs of struggle on the 15, but yeah, I think maybe on the 15, if you get a new closure above, like a closure above here, I think that makes much more sense at this point. Just because you don't want to get wicked in and have price start pulling back, right? With the higher time frame being bearish like that and the 4 hour running out of steam there. So I think if you can break these highs, close above here, leave a wick, then you got clean range here to the left. Yeah. What strategy do we use? We just use higher time frame, lower time frame correlations. That's it. So we get our bias off the 4 hour candle, look to see where we can anticipate it going. In this case, we close super doji, you know what I mean? So we don't have the best read right now. So that's why we've got price in a range and just waiting for candles to kind of point us in the right direction here. So you broke the 1 hour lows there though. Pretty interesting. But like earlier, right? So in the London session, we took sells because the 4 hour candle looked like this, right? So it closed strong bearish. All we did was we waited for price to print nice resistance at somewhere on the lower time frame, and then just straight up took a sell from there, expecting the 4 hour to drive down, and then you know this candle drove down. So that was a pretty decent trade. I'll show it to you on the 30-minute time frame. So waited for price to kind of move up, create that top wick. Once we got this red candle to close, we understand, hey, the 4 hour candle at this point has probably made its upper wick and we should be ready to move down, and that was the trade we took. So this was our confirmation candle right here, and then this became our trading candle. Pretty much just price action. Candlestick trading. My average RR, so in terms of just the trading in general, my average RR has actually improved quite a bit. So a little over 2R at this point. So average wins 900, average losses 350. So almost 3R, which is really, really shocking, being that, you know, a year ago I was just a 1R trader, you know, 1R trader. So it's about a 70% win rate, 87% daily win rate. So if I go green on the day, I'm staying green. You know, 87% of the time I'm not giving that back. So
that's what I was gonna say was different from this year compared to the last couple of years. Was now that once we're green, we stop pretty much. We stay green.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say as well. That's been a big difference as well in my trading too.
Yeah, and the other big difference when it comes to that RR too is, you know, the RR has changed where, like a year ago, if we won 2, we would also lose 2, right? Or sometimes if we won 2, we would lose 5 sometimes, right? So the RR just wasn't making sense, and there was really no logical way for me to skew my RR like this, right? So let's say like this is the trade here, right? I mean, logically, so like most traders are just going to be like, well, I want a 3R, so I'm going to do this. And you know what? I'm going to tighten this up. But that makes no logical sense whatsoever from a technical standpoint. So what I did was I thought, you know what? How do we make logical sense from a technical standpoint? So what I started to do is I started to size into my trade based off the conditions in the market, because no matter what, I'm taking an A+ trade. You know, I'm always taking a playbook setup. But sometimes that setup could be in a little bit of a rough area, or maybe in a range, or maybe the conditions aren't as suitable as they could be. And that's where I'm going to start risking 1, right? Because that trade I'm more likely to lose. It's still got a probability to take the trade, but I'm more likely to lose that one. So when I lose, I'm losing 1. But let's say now, like, you get a closure, I don't know, let's say you get a closure below here, right? you're bearish, you got clean range to the left, there's volume coming in, the conditions are mint, right? They're almost perfect. On this trade, I'm not going to use 1. I'm going to use 3 or 4, right? So now anytime I win or anytime I see the AAA plus setups, I'm doing 3. If I see a good setup, part of my plan, but just conditions are a little rough, I'm going 1. And ultimately, just by doing that alone has shifted the results of my RR, which I find very, very interesting. So that's how I've been using RR. I'm not going to do things that don't make sense just to get more of a TP and a tighter stop loss. That doesn't make sense to me, right? But kind of learning the conditions, knowing when to put size on, when to take size off is more so my approach to RR at this point.
Yeah, facts.
What up, Yanosh? Let's go, G.
Yanosh.
When do you think is a good time to go full time as a trader? I know it's different for everyone, but curious, what's your opinion? Once the little fairy guy comes down and sprinkles that fairy dust on you, and it's like profitability, then you're good. You know, just tell your boss, call in the next day, say, dude, I ain't coming in. I'm not coming. Or go into the office with a nice little mistletoe on the back of your belt buckle and tell him to kiss it on the way out. Be like, I'm out of here, G.
Yeah, word. It's internal, bro. You know?
No, I'm just kidding. But like, what you're gonna probably see happen is as you get process focused, like we were talking about earlier, and you string up, you make your mistakes and you learn from them, and you start to get a rhythm to you, which, by the way, could take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's going to be different for everyone, right? But once that begins to happen, it's not like that fairy comes down and drops the dust on you. You just, at some point, you look back at your trading, you go, wow, I've had like 5 really good weeks in a row. Like, I think I'm onto something, like that's how you're a profitable trader now at that point, right? Where you've made money and you've had success and you're following your plan. And then at that point, it's just a matter of time to where you look at your expenses and you say, hey, how much do I need to really be able to do that full time? And then whatever that is, that is, and that's your number. So everyone should know their number, because most of you guys are only like a couple grand away from actually being a full-time trader. But most people think they have to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a week to be a full-time day trader. It's like, how much you make now? Why don't you just double that? Oh, I make 1,000 a week. Well, what happens if you make 2,000 a week? You'd be free. You would be free. You don't need to be 65 to retire. Trust me. Retirement's not about age. It's about money. Shmoney, man. Shmoney.
Yeah. And as long as you're not trading out of survival mode, like, you'll be able to trade stress-free, like, as well. So save up some acorns, so you don't trade out of survival mode and you'll be straight. You gotta just do the job, bro. Do the job as a trader, execute that plan.
Yeah, and by the way,
you have a new job.
You do, yeah. Yeah, it's not like you don't have a job anymore. You got a new one. And then once money does flow in, you will just naturally, in most cases, become an entrepreneur, because you can't just, get money and spend it. You can't just get money and stuff it all in the bank account, right? So you're going to naturally become a bit of an investor and a bit of an entrepreneur, and you might start another company, and you might, you know what I mean? So you're most likely not going to do trading full time for that long, right? It wasn't that long that I did trading full time before I started stacking crypto investments and, getting e-commerce stuff rolling again. Like, you're gonna naturally have that entrepreneurial, like, journey as you start to make money.
Yeah, trading will buy back your time, and it will give you the funds necessary to now invest it into other streams of income, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
take it one step at a time too. Like, stay in the present moment. Those opportunities will expose themselves as you just continue to, show up and be the best you every day. Yeah,
and simplify it, man. Simplify it. Draw a T-chart. You guys ever seen a T-chart? Draw a T-chart, right? And in that T-chart, that represents money, right? And you need to have one section for money coming in, one section for money going out. And you need to see how much money do you have going in and how much do you have going out. Most people have 4K going in, 5K going out. That's bad math. Bad math right there. Believe it or not, that's what most people do. make $4,000 a month, but you're spending 5, right? So that's why no matter how much money you make, it doesn't mean a thing, right? Because you can be making 1 million but spending 2, G, and you're broke as a joke. Broke as a joke. So it's not about the money, it's about the mentality, right? It's about the strategic approach that you use in your finances, right? And you can find these so many good hints, right? If you start studying, money, right, and finances. But ultimately, you make a certain amount a month, and there's money that goes in, and then there's money that goes out, right? If I were you, I would limit this to the least amount of possible. I would bring this up, I would bring this down. Right? Oh, I can't get the new Air Jordans. No, you can't. Not if you want to live like a multimillionaire in the next 16 months. Right? So you got to really focus on the long term. Too many people set this plan up, but then the new J's come out. Or, you got to go to the wedding. So you got to, and it's just excuses, right? And people never get above water, right? Just imagine this being money, right? Most people are drowning, right? They're just trying to get their head above, and they just can't because they can't control the outgo. So you got to be able to control the outgo, focus on income producing activities like trading. And then once this number, right, is above this number and it replaces your income, and then you give it time, right, then eventually you'll be in a good position.
And that gap between your income being linear and your outcome being going down, that gap is going to be your freedom and your risk. For other venture ideas, other business ideas.
This is the gap he's talking about right here, right? So if the yellow line represents income and the red line represents expenses, this is how you get wealthy. This is how you get freedom. Even if you don't even need to be making millions a month here, right? You just got to be spending less than you're making. The issue is most people make if the yellow line represents money in, most people spend. So if they get an increase in pay, they'll increase their outgo. Oh, well, let's get the new car now, or let's get the new blah, 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 right? And the issue is sometimes, especially in entrepreneurship, your income will dip, right, at certain points, right? It's part of the game. And if your expenses are literally just continuing up, you're what you call screwed, right? So you don't want to do that, man. You want to keep your income up, your expenses low, and you want to gradually increase this, right? As this begins to go up, right? You slowly begin to increase the expenses and live a better lifestyle. But if freedom's your most important thing, then you don't need the fancy cars or clothes or house or anything like that. You just need your time. And the time for me was the most important piece in the beginning. So I had to focus on getting that. I didn't care about Gucci or Louis or the stupid essential stuff or any of that stuff. All I needed was to make enough money to where me and my wife did not have to go to a job. And that's all I focused on. I knew the number and I focused and locked in on it. So you just got to know your number. Summarizing, spend less than you make.
Literally.
That's it.
Keep it simple. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
My issue is in the past, I haven't looked at it as a business. Reason being, I'm blessed and I could live on 10-15% of my income. Okay, I just want to hold some cash in hand. Yeah, you got to, because otherwise, bro, you'll throw that money out. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen multi-millionaires come in the game and just waste money for no reason, just because they had it and they weren't treating it like a business, right? They had built other businesses, but they thought that this was just going to be, oh, I could take my millions of dollars and just go invest it into the market, blah, 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 blah. Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, you have to learn how to trade. Like, just because you got money doesn't guarantee you success in the market, right? The market is known to take all that money. So, yeah, you got to treat this thing like a business. And I tell these guys, hey, look, dude, you've built a 7-figure, 8-figure income, like, business. You're going to have to take that same mentality and apply it here, bro. You're a newbie again. And a lot of those guys can't humble themselves to say, yeah, you know what, I am a newbie, because they got all this success already. But the ones that do end up crushing it in trading. The ones that don't, we never see them again. They go, I don't like that guy. He calls me out for wasting my money. Well, what are you gonna do? The playbook 3.0, yeah, that'll have to drop at some point. Okay, long question. All right, let's get it. So we talked about what to do when being green on the day and staying green, and how that has helped our trading. But what about being red on the day early? What has your mindset been when being red early in the day? Should we be thinking to make it back with the next best trade, or should we be thinking about minimizing the loss and accepting the red day, knowing that there won't be any of them, knowing that there won't be many of them if we are following our plan? Great question. And a little bit of both, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of both. So we're obviously going to focus on minimizing risk and all that, but like that's what I love about where we're at with the funded accounts, right? And the combines and things of that nature. Or, you know, like right now having multiple live accounts is like, I kind of look at accounts as if it's like, what account do I want to trade? So if I go green, I may in London, I may trade a different account in New York, right? Or if I go red in London, I might trade a different account in New York. So I might keep that account red, but overall see if I can, you know, be up on the day on the next best trade for the next account or another account. So it really just depends if what the loss is like. If it's a really small one, like some of the ones that we've been taking where we cut it early, then you still have room to trade that account, you know what I mean, on the next session. But if it's a bigger loss and it's something that you really didn't sit right with you, I would switch accounts, or at least, you know, minimize your risk on the next trade. Yeah.
Yeah, for me personally too, you know, I have an idea of what I'm willing to risk in a way or invest when I come to the markets each day. And if I lose whatever I was willing to risk, I'm done. You know, typically I'm just done after that.
I'm also very big on like having that short memory, and like if the next setup is AA plus, you know, I think that you should give that what it deserves. You know what I mean? That's how you do get those losses right back. Like if we look at Wednesday here, right? So Wednesday I lost $1,400, right? And I could have tried to notice how I only took one trade, right? I just lost it and was done because it was a bigger loss. It was the first like full loss that I've really taken this whole month. So instead of like trying to get that back, I just move on to the next day. And then the next day we took a trade, but it wasn't the best conditions. So again, going back to the conditions of the market. Now look, I could have avoided those conditions and say, nah, I got to get that 1,400 back from yesterday. I got to get it back today, right? And that could have caused me trouble here on this day. Instead, I took my profit for what the trade provided, and I moved on, taking again one trade. And then the next day, which was in London today, we make that. So see where the 1,400 came back? So I didn't need to get it back the next day or that same day. It came back eventually due to the process, due to the playbook. Another playbook position, right? That just got me the loss back. So I wouldn't ever focus on, hey, the next trade I got to get that loss back. I would just always focus on treating the next best trade with respect and sizing in accordingly. Good question, though. Good question. Really, and you got to feel that one out a little bit too, because everyone's, appetite for risk is different too. So everyone's approach is a little different.
Really good question.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what are you comfortable with losing? You know, at the end of the day. And if you hit that, you know, there's no need to continue to risk more because you've already risked more than. Or you've already risked what you're comfortable with losing at the point, you know. So, yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the day, as long as we're, you know, taking calculated risks that we're okay with losing, there's really no right or wrong.
Yeah, like 1,400, I was totally fine with losing it, but like what's cool is like if you could lose less, great, but it's still not going to be something where I'm like, oh man, I lost 1,400. Like I gotta get this back. Like, otherwise my day is going to be so bad. You know what I did that day? The same thing I did the day before. Just went about my business, had a great day, enjoyed life, moved on to the next day. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, man. So you got to toughen up in this business and just take things for what they are, and don't try and force anything. You know, just let your wins come naturally, because they will. They naturally will come to you. Those are going to be your best winners anyway. By the way, John, if I would have took this trade here earlier with no bottom wick, I would have got out of that trade like right here. Because I would have been frightened. I would have been anxious. I would have been scared that I was breaking my plan, and, you know, that candle may come back down, right, to get me there. So when you break your plan, you don't even enjoy the trade. You really don't. No. Oh my God, I could have had that. No, you wouldn't have. Like, you would have closed out anyway right there. Once it started struggling a little bit right there, you would have been out of there. Don't even lie to yourself, right? So
you would manage it terribly.
You would manage it horribly.
And that's not what professional traders do. They manage their trades really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, at that point, you're just giving your emotions the control to dictate what you do, you know?
It's not worth it. It's a waste of time, waste of mental energy, all that.
Like I always say, I'd rather take a good loss over a bad win all day, every time.
Facts.
It's all about long-term success here.
Yeah. Christian, sorry guys, I'm a little I'm a little fired up. Anyone else fired up out here? Like, you guys fired up, man? You guys are having such great results. I'd be fired up too. I mean, you guys fired me up.
Fired up. I need gold to fire up here. Let's go.
Live to trade another day. That's right. Yeah. Trade for tomorrow. You know, you should kind of put this saying above your computer desk. Those of you guys that kind of run into those issues where you kind of get emotionally hijacked and blow accounts like in one day, you should just even write it on a piece of paper. Trade for tomorrow.
Yep.
So today, trade for tomorrow.
Yep. Beautiful.
That's it. Keep it stoic. Simply stoic like that.
Whenever I hit my daily loss limit, I always remember that quote, trade for tomorrow. And that makes me be like, okay, I take a deep breath, I shut the computer off, and I go enjoy my day.
That's it.
Knowing that I trade for tomorrow, right? It's a W.
Also, you got to understand, man, that you got to focus on playing your game, you know? Because we're all playing the same game, if you think about it, but we're playing it on our own terms, right? So play your game the best way that you can play it. Because let's say, you know, Nick he trades all sessions. That doesn't mean that you have to trade all sessions, you know? Play the game at the best you can in the session that you can trade. If you only can trade one session, play the game in that session. Everybody else is playing this game differently. Focus on your game. As in right now, you know, it's like, okay, so what can you do? I'm the best during Asia session because there's no noise, there's no distraction, there's volume in that session. Play the game in that session. Forget about the rest.
Yep. Yeah, everyone's got different schedules and all that. So you got to do what's best for you. Like Rafi said, hey, Asian session's the best for me, but maybe you work during the day and you got kids screaming and running around during Asian. That probably won't be the best for you. We got one guy in here, Juan. He's like, hey, I'm going to start dedicating my trading to London because, you know, at nighttime I'm with my family and I want to give them time. And in the day I'm working and, you know, that dude's finding a way to win. You know what I mean? And he will. He just got funded too. So, you know, you got to just find a way to win and not to overwork yourself, because sometimes you're not getting the most out of yourself when you're doing that. So I wouldn't recommend you guys trade every session like I do. I would recommend you trade your session and be good in that session, right? Focus, pay attention, and be a professional when you're there.
All you got to think about is Nick is a perfect example that the systems work in all sessions. Now you pick your game. What session you want to focus on? Crush that session. That's it. He's giving you here right now that Asia works, London works, pre-New York, New York, and well, what is the other one? Russia. What is it? Rush hour.
The Russian session. No, I'm just kidding. The Asian session.
Power.
No,
Asian.
Power hour.
Power hour.
Oh, power. Yeah, power.
Right. So like, look at that. He's giving you Asia, London, pre-New York, New York, and power hour. It works. You don't have to do that. Focus on one. All you need is one candle. That's it.
That's it.
Very true. That's so true.
That's it. What's up, Brandon? Best way to start if I know nothing. You are in a perfect situation. Believe it or not, you may be in a better position than the guy who's been learning this thing and strategy hopping for 5 years now. Like, if you know nothing, I would highly recommend going over to the videos. And if you like this style of trading and you like us and all that, I'd go to my YouTube channel. I would go watch the Playbook 2.0 video. That's going to get you, you know, a real good, solid idea of how we view the markets. And then I would just show up here every single day. If you can be here and you really want to learn how to trade and you know, acquire this skill set, this is it's a free live stream. It's up Monday through Friday in most cases. And I would just show up here every day, start trading the markets, and then start asking questions. Yeah, you're going to make mistakes. You need answers to those mistakes, and this is where you can get it. The Russian session. Just make sure you don't show up to the Russian session.
Literally.
The other thing I would say, too, is you have to approach this. It's not what you think it is, most likely. It's most likely not what you think it is. This is a legitimate business, right? There's business expenses, there's cost, there's dedication, commitment. You have to treat this with the seriousness that it deserves if you want to make the money. You know what I mean? Most people see trading and they think that they could just make money. And I'm here to tell you that's not going to be the case. It's not. It's going to take you a year. You know, it's going to take you a good year of focus to learn the language, to make your mistakes, to find the adjustments, and to start getting into that flow. And if you treat it like a professional from the beginning and you get your expectations proper from the jump, it won't have to take you more than a year, right? Most people, they self-sabotage themselves, so obviously everything takes a lot longer. But if you can come in, you know, easier said than done, but with that type of mentality and that approach, you know, you'll blow by people who've been doing this for 5 years. It's not everything. It's not the one who knows the most, right? It's the one who applies it. We don't have a education problem. We have an application problem, right? So everyone knows how to do it, yet the results aren't there, right? So because they don't apply. So learn, apply, and just keep that process going.
Facts, bro. On the money. That's why it's a you versus you game, bro. You versus you.
You versus you. Yeah. Yep. What time are each sessions? Sessions for so right here is like 8 a.m. to like 10, 11. Yeah, but you know, we got the Clubhouse, but hold on, let me go get my I can get my sales pitch real quick and my button-up shirt. Give me one moment. Just kidding. You can join the Clubhouse anytime you want to win at the highest levels possible. Go ask the members of the Clubhouse. They'll tell you about their experience. I'm not even going to say a word about it. I ain't even going to tell you the schedule. If you can find it, you can find it. Do I sound like Raja now?
You can find it, you can find it. The only person we're missing is you, friend. Let's get it.
Yeah. We all lit in there. We're just missing y'all. We're just missing you. 100% easier without silly habits. Yep, exactly. Louis G comes dressed to impress.
Right. Louis G. Yeah, Linda, right? You're starting to get consistent there was no aha moment. It's just like you realized it one day, right? You just become it, right? And then you attract it. It's all about becoming it, right? Successful trading is a habit. So you become it, you develop the habit, and it's just, that's it. And we just take it day by day with that habit. Exactly.
That's it.
No aha moment, bro. The moment you want to be a consistently profitable trader, you become a consistently profitable trader the moment you become it. The moment you act like it. That's when you become it. There is no aha moment.
And then when you get there, it's not surprising either. Right? So it's not like you won the lottery and somehow ended up here. No, you've been following your daily disciplines, trading your system, not deviating for weeks and months at that time, right? So it won't be a surprise when you get there, when all of a sudden you look at the last couple weeks and you go, holy crap, like I'm really doing this. Like I know what I'm doing. I could see the markets really well. I mean, look at my results. And then you just keep the hammer down at that point. You know, no need to make any adjustments. Just know already off the rip, you are worthy of being a multi-millionaire. You're God's highest form of creation. So a lot of times we get to the breaking point, but we can't break through because we truly don't feel like we're worthy. Anyone ever got to your profit target on the prop firm and then for some reason right back down? It's deeper than trading. I'm telling you, it's deeper than trading. You look and you go, oh, my grandparents weren't worthy of that, and my parents were just average 9 to 5 people, and you know, maybe I'm just an average person too. No, you're not. You're not. You're really not. You're meant for much more than what you can even think of or imagine, and you have to own that. You have to step into that. If God gave you that vision, it's yours for the taking, and it's almost a disrespect to the Creator if you don't go after it. So walk in your greatness. You know, walk in that and accept the fact that you can and will be successful. Doesn't matter what your mom did or your dad did or what they said or how they acted. You can shift your entire mentality. The Bible says you're transformed by the what? The renewal of your mind. So if I read a comment up here that said, well, you know, you should write a book about mentality because that's all you talk about, because that's transformation. That's where transformation happens. It doesn't happen because you won a trade or 2 trades or had a profitable week. No, transformation takes place from the renewing of your mind, from the new philosophies that maybe your parents or grandparents or teachers couldn't teach you because they didn't know what it did. They didn't live it, right? So it's not until you are fortunate enough or blessed enough to walk into a room where people are talking about that, right? Which is thankfully what happened to me, you know, in my early 20s. And now this is a room that I just share that information that I learned from that room. That's made me a success and many other people a success. And once you understand that renewal and that transformation, you begin to unlearn to relearn, and life just takes a totally different turn for you. Yep. So you don't have to stay where you are. You're more than a conqueror, right? You can conquer anything in front of you. So start acting like it.
And I'll say it one more time. You are a consistently profitable trader the moment you become it.
What up, Ayush? How you doing?
Ayush.
My guy. Trading Carlitos way. What's good, G? How you feeling? Good speech? I told you. I wrote it up. I wrote it up for you.
Plan that one out nicely.
I planned it out, man. I had it all written. Just for you. Been trading for 4 years, but the issue is sometimes I deprive myself of my system. How could I fix that? You got to believe you could be a 8-figure trader, man. You got to step into it.
Disciplined. I feel like there's no secret rest. There's no secrets. Like, you just got to be disciplined to the plan. You got to do what's required of you.
Let me share with you how strong belief is, right? So in the Clubhouse, you know, people were getting better at trading. They were seeing the markets better. They were, you know, saying that they were getting better or feeling better. But it wasn't until we did this webinar at the end of the year, right? It was the last webinar of the year, and we did a recap. And we also put into motion what we expected out of the year and what I expected out of myself and the members of the Clubhouse. And all of a sudden, because we spoke something so strongly about getting funded and getting payouts early in the year, all of a sudden, the members of the Clubhouse began to catch on to it. And then they started to believe that they could do it, that they can actually do it and do it now, right? Because if your mom tells you to clean your room and have it done by 5 p.m., you're going to clean that room at like 4:30. Make sure it's all cleaned up for when she gets there. But if the room has to be cleaned by 11 a.m., it will get clean, right? But because you don't, we'll get to it when we get to it, right? That's how a lot of you guys treat your success. We'll get to it when it happens. It don't just happen, right? It takes a strong belief and a strong work ethic. So did the work ethic of the people in the Clubhouse change? Not really. Did the trades change much? Not really. Did we teach anything different? Did we give any sort of secret recipe in the Clubhouse? I don't know, gang. Did I give you guys any sort of secrets? No, right?
Nah, bro.
So what
Doing the same
changed?
thing.
What did change then? Right? Everyone's belief level, right? Their standard rose because we all came unified, right? As a unit and said, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're claiming, right? We're going to get funded. We're going to get payouts. You know, we quoted, hey, payout's going to be the word of the year. And we all rallied around that, right? So everyone's belief began to shift. And now it's legit never ending. Like, it's literally just payout certificate, funded certificate after funded certificate after funded, right? Guys and girls who have been doing this for months, even years, have never gotten funded. Yeah, here they are. Something shifted. What is it? It's their belief. It's their mentality. Right? So that's why we do talk a lot about that, because that's what truly brings the success. And hey, look, I'm standing in a house right now that 4 months ago I only thought maybe I could live here. I thought, you know what? I can get that house. I believe I could be in that house. My family deserves to live in that house. I deserve to live in that house. This is going to be my house. And now I'm literally standing in that house. And it's mine.
Dang.
Gangster.
Power of the mind.
Gangster.
G-shit.
So
G-shit.
you can, that's how I look at someone in terms of respect. It's like, are you willing to stick to your daily non-negotiables? Are you willing to set goals and not be soft and continue on? And you know, it makes me emotional, man, because this is where you win. This is where you win, is really in the mind first, and then putting in the work and staying process focused and going after what you desire, man.
Beautiful.
That's it. Gangster. Gangster Carlito.
That's savage to the max, bro.
Yeah. And I'll continue to do it, and continue to do it, and continue to do it, and continue to do it. Because now I know the power in it. I don't think it works. I don't hope it works. I don't think, it worked for that guy. No, I know it works now. I know it works.
Man.
Jimmy, don't you have all green days on your chart? I could have sworn you had all green days. You have more green days than me.
Jimmy. It's good, Jimmy.
Jimmy's crushing. All right, so we haven't really done much. 30 minutes still just playing around here. We got 9:30 coming up here, so let's see. 4 hours still, you know, breaking the highs now, looking to potentially move up. Trying to push through all these wicks. 30 minutes trying to cruise through that consolidation there. So, you know, still not really in the best areas, but we'll see. Yes, sir. Just doing what we said we would do. That's it.
Building trust with ourselves. Facts, bro. What do we got? Some 9:45 news today, right?
Yeah, so we got
Flash
news at
manufacturing.
9:45. So we may, price may wait till then to break out of this consolidation. And if it does break out before that, that could be that false breakout that, you know, we may not want to get caught up in. Especially being green here today already.
Bro, 9:45 a.m. news. Like, come on, bro.
Right.
15 minutes before 9:30.
You're going to throw that in? What's up with y'all?
The hell? Who did that?
On a Friday? Like, come on.
Come on, bro. I mean, war now.
2 a.m. candle? Which one? This one? Why didn't it get taken out? Because the 4 hour was bearish. So 4 hours looking to go down. This here was just going to be a false breakout, right? So I think a few people tried taking that buy here, but we took this sell right here because the 4 hour was bearish. You know, why would we want to move up there? So that move up was just really the 4 hour creating a top wick right here. Yeah, because if I'm gonna take a buy here, I'd rather get like maybe more of like a break and retest and have the 4 hour candle like break its high again and again before attempting that there. Yeah. We're basically just moving down, you know, just move down, consolidate for a little bit, get ready for London Open, quick little fake out right here, and then right down. So a lot of buyers probably got in there and were activated because, you know, the candle technically did close above. So a lot of buyers probably took a buy here. But that's what I'm saying. Like once you really begin to understand the higher time frame and like how to build out the daily or the 4 hour candle on these lower time frames, then you know, like, yeah, this candle's acting sneaky right now, right? Because you know that what's taking place is like that candle, the 4 hour looks like this, and right now the new 4 hour candle is just like basically making its way up right here, right? And it throws that wick there, and then all of a sudden it starts moving down. And then buyers, you know, end up getting in on that next red candle over there. Price go up a little bit, but then ultimately start pushing down. And now that daily top wick is that 4 hour top wick is in place, and then it's just a drive from there, right? So that's what you see happen there. So anyone who took buys right here, what you did was you took a buy. If you were looking at the 4 hour, that buy took place right here, right before it was about to rip down. So yeah. So if you understand this concept right here and how to correlate this to here, now you know what's taking place and what's going on. You're like, we're not going to get in there. We're going to wait. That's going to activate most buyers. That's where the liquidity is going to be. And then all of a sudden they're going to just drop price, right? All the buyers' stop losses are going to be sitting below here regardless. So that's where that wick gets filled and you get that continued push down. And then literally we went straight back up after that. But yeah, 3 a.m. volume candle, you know, London Open, got to take advantage of that. So that trade, I took full target right here at this wick, right here. Partials here, full target here. Oh, you're welcome, brother.
Use that daily is.
Yeah, your daily time frame is just very confused. Yeah. It's understandable. You know, you're in these all-time highs, you're chopping around. It's not really the best trading condition here, right? So not the best trading conditions based off the higher time frame. That's why some people are having trouble here, you know, over the last week maybe with gold. It's just, you know, it's tough to trade in the all-time highs. You're too bullish to take buys, really. You're too bullish to take sells, and it's unless it's like really there and obvious, then it's very difficult to take trades, you know, with confidence. So you gotta remain patient. Notice how this week, look at this week compared to last week. Last week there were multiple trades taken every day. Look at this week: 2 trades, 1 trade, 1 trade, 1 trade, no trade. Right? So that's how you can tell the market conditions aren't as up to par as maybe they were the week before and the week before that. And as a trader, you got to recognize that. You know, it's your job to recognize when those shifts happen and to either put your foot on the gas or, you know, lay off it a little bit. So this week, what do? We laid off it. We looked for one really good trade, and if it got us green, we were out. you know, one really good trade, and if it took our money and we got red on it, it is what it is. We stopped right there because we know that the conditions aren't in the trader's favor currently. So why Clubhouse? Why not? Hold on. Let me get on my sales presentation. 1 second here. Let me get the notebook out. No, you know, I don't even really have to say anything. I mean, let's just go to the Clubhouse channel right here, and let's just let this do the talking for us. I mean, what's this? $1,800 payout. Big green days. Jimmy over here. Jimmy's getting me a little jealous, man. Not gonna lie. Jimmy, man, you making me feel a certain type of way out here. You know, red, green. I mean, this is what we've been putting together here. So a lot of really, really good stuff taking place in the Clubhouse. A lot of people winning, a lot of people learning. And we just talk about, you know, high level things. So a lot of people getting funded, a lot of people taking payouts. What's this one? $2,900 payout. Shout out to Bands Up. My man Bands counted up. Let's get it. Yeah, you got people taking, you know, profits on XFAs. I mean, $1,500 on your XFA account. You look at this. I mean, these are solid, you know, $4,100 in 2 weeks. So we're really doing it out here in the Clubhouse, and I don't care about talking about it because I'm gonna brag about it because these are the results we're getting. You know what I mean? And the proof is in the pudding, and people are winning and people are learning, and it's really, really changing lives. So I almost do a disservice not to bring this up for you. I do want to get you in. I am trying to get you into the Clubhouse because I know the impact that it can have on your life, man. You know, 1 hour here is great, 2 hours is great, but you know, there's like a family over here, and we're together a lot, and you know, we're putting this thing together. So yeah, that's pretty much why. By the way, this is all February. We haven't even gotten to January. Some of you guys are like, yeah, well, that's last year's stuff. No, this still February. You know, still February. So
at a certain point, bro, money doesn't phase you. You really just need enough to live comfortably. What I really love is helping others win, though, right? That brings me a lot of joy, and that is my purpose, like helping others prosper. There's nothing like helping one win, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what it's all about.
Basically, in other words, we truly care for your, you know, your success, for you to grow. There's not upsells here. This is just an investment for your future and your family, basically, because we truly care. We want to truly help, you know. I've been doing this by myself for a long time. Same thing with Nick. You started out yourself, and you want to be in an environment where people truly understand the pain of this game. And this is what we do here. Just a family. Definitely.
And you know, where most communities and most traders out there, they all over-promise yet under-deliver. You will never find that here. You will find that we under-promise and over-deliver every freaking time. Every time. Clubhouse, am I lying? Can you guys vouch for me? Am I lying? Under-promise, over-deliver. That's how I do business. Let me know. Let me know if I'm telling any lies here. True. All right. Show a little YouTube, man. Show YouTube what's up. Come on, we're pitching today. We're pitching. I got the script out. Okay, bring up the Clubhouse chat now and pay them all to say that you're telling the truth.
And we have over 100 people here, so it's not just 2 or 3.
123 people in the Clubhouse right now. W. Yeah. So, you know, we do a little something.
It's the purpose we have, helping others.
No cold leads. Oh, man.
Oh, what do you notice? Bro, we get the closure outside of the range only 15 minutes before the news. Makes sense.
I know. That's all right. I'm gonna wait on news here. I got no problems waiting on news. So to simplify this, that's basically what you got. Yeah, so we're lit. There's TK. If you want the link, yeah, my bad. I forgot to update the Discord link here on the stream, but just hit exclamation point Discord. No space and it'll pop up for you. Yeah, my bad, gang. I forgot to update that. Chala. How do I join the Clubhouse? I was hoping you would ask. Just hit exclamation point Clubhouse. Oh man. Yeah, hit exclamation point Clubhouse and you'll get the link, and we'll welcome you in there, and get ready because it's going to be a good month. WAB. Oh, Raja shouted me out, eh? Oh, that's always nice. Yeah, man, we'll be here. You know, for those of you guys that are getting ready to get in, and you know you got plans of coming on in, we will be there. You know, we'll be winning, and we will look forward to welcoming you in once you're ready. We look forward to having you. What up, Brad? Yeah, Brad, man, you've been killing it too, bro.
Let's go, Brad.
W, Chala. How do you like the book? The live streams for the Clubhouse. So let me show you guys the Clubhouse schedule here. So this is the schedule for the Clubhouse. So we do Asian session, London, pre-New York, and then the New York session. So these are the times if you guys want to just, you know, take a picture. So that way you got it. And then, you know, you don't have to trade all these sessions. You come to whatever session works best for you. You know, this one is typically me and John and a couple other guys. Sometimes Rafi's there. London's going to be Magnus and Aaron. And, you know, you may not know these guys just yet, right? Because you haven't seen them. But these are, you know, guys that have been through the elite program and really, really good traders. You know, some of you guys are starting to see Magnus out here and on social media. But kid's a stud, right? And then, you know, George and Aaron, they're incredible at what they do up there. Rafi used to be there when he was in Bali, but now he joins us for pre-New York with Johnny Gems, who's just an absolute stud. I mean, I don't know any other 19-year-olds that are doing what this kid's doing, and the mentality that he's got. So, you know, there's no better place to be. Magnus in London and John in pre-New York have been dropping absolute dimes. Straight dimes. Now, you can catch me in both sessions. Like, I'll be there, you know what I mean, hanging out too, but you're going to love these guys. You know, you already know John, and some of you know Magnus. And then, yeah, New York session is here, you know, a little bit on YouTube from like 8 to 10, and then we finish off the last hour in the Clubhouse, and we got webinars every Saturday, and it's a good time. It's a grand old time.
We need to just adjust the pre-New York schedule to the, you know, it ends.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It will go from 7 a.m. till 7:30 a.m. We actually been getting a lot of trades at 7:30, and they've been money volume right before NY opens. So yeah, we'll typically be in there 5:45 a.m. till 7:30 ish. Yeah,
this one kind of runs right into like the New York session. You know, like yeah. So like the last week, we haven't even sent a new link out. We just be like, yo, just jump on the pre-New York link.
Yeah. Bro, it's from session to session, literally, in the Clubhouse.
Yeah. Webinars. Yeah, the webinars are all recorded, so that way you have them. So you can always go back and watch those. And yeah, actually, I highly recommend. So this is the recording of the webinars. There's like 2 more that you can't see. But these are all the webinars. If you guys want to take a screenshot of that, they're all like an hour and a half long. So I'm talking like game-changing content, gang. For real. For real, like we take our time with these. We treat this serious. We do our homework. We don't play with people's future. So there's a wealth of knowledge in here, and it's just up to you to get in there and dive through it. Lots of knowledge. Solid schedule, facts.
It's a really good schedule. Love it. TK, what's up, TK? My bro. My man.
Yeah. We trade gold and NASDAQ pretty much. Yeah, mainly gold. Yes, sir. Magnus called us beauty here. I mean, this thing was money earlier. Shmoney earlier.
Magnus calling the bleeder.
Lovely trade. Magnus is an elite member. He's one of my best mentees, for real. I mean, I've got a lot of really great mentees, and John also being one of them. And, you know, these guys are getting called up because they've earned it. And they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And Magnus is doing great, bro. Magnus is crushing it.
You guys, I don't think everyone in YouTube knows Magnus yet, but you guys will see Magnus. Most of you guys know.
Let's see.
Most of y'all know Magnus.
You'll learn. You'll know who he is.
Let's see.
That's that London boy.
He's the Viking, man. The Viking.
And the team he's got up there with him, you know, George and Aaron, they're incredible as well. So they're all like a dynamic trio. You know, they're perfect together, all of them in the London session. They all crush it.
They're solid. And we got more people up and coming. Like, I plan on doing the Clubhouse in different languages and different regions, different countries. Like, you know, we're trying to give the world a philosophy in a way through trading. You know, are we great traders? Absolutely, but there's something deeper and more powerful going on than just, you know, profits from the market within the Clubhouse.
Yes, bro. Yep. We want younger generations too, in a way, saying, yo, like, I'm in this trading, you know, I see a lot of traders doing good, a lot of good things of trading. You know, instead of going to college, maybe I should learn how to trade. And the big thing that's going to be thrown to them is the Clubhouse, and making the Clubhouse as a educational, like a university in a way, to develop traders, develop 8-figure traders. That's the goal here since day one.
Hell yeah. So how about having that
instead of college, let's get into the TT Clubhouse. That's the university in itself to learn how to trade, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
next generation.
A lot more affordable. A lot more affordable.
You won't be in debt after you graduate.
Or you can go to some other trader and try and go get your Richard Mille in 6 months and have fun doing all that, right? Or you can come here and how about the next generation, instead of, you know, thinking, well, blowing money's cool and doing this and all that is amazing. How about we get young guys and girls coming up with mature minds on how to understand finances, how to understand investing and networking, and how to keep the right mindset and philosophy to do well in life, right? Like, how about we get the next generation talking, speaking, and doing that versus, I want to get into trading so I could buy a watch and go to the strip club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't we start pushing the values that are important, that are really going to help you guys succeed and get you off that other lame stuff, man? You know, you don't need to be involved in that stuff. You need to be pushing yourself forward in life, right? And moving forward, getting better and better. So I'd rather the young guys say, yo, man, those dudes are animals, man. They read every day. They work out every day. Damn, they get 10K steps in. They eat clean. I should start doing that. They don't curse as much. Damn, all my friends sound like idiots when they curse. These guys actually sound somewhat intelligent, and they start making changes, you know?
Yep. And someone who, you know, started learning how to trade at a very young age, you know, like right before graduating high school, I'm grateful for the education I got with the courses I took, right? But it would have been very great to take that to the next level and get into a quote-unquote university. And that's what the goal here is as well, you know? Absolutely. Take the education deeper, learn more, get more involved.
And by the way, we're going to get the Lambos and all that. We're going to do it so big in Tampa. You have no idea. We're going to build this huge headquarters. It's going to be insane. But, you know, that's not the main focus, right? The main focus is, you know, getting things right so you can actually do those things. Most people are never going to be able to even come close to doing that, right? Because they're going to, you know, we're not going to do it because we need to. We're just going to be like, hey, we want to do it. You know what I mean? And money's not an issue whatsoever. So why not spend $250,000, $300,000 on a couple cars and do it big out here in Tampa?
Yep. Hell yeah, bro.
Get the HQ going. Fly traders in. We're going to have a big podcast. We can start interviewing, you know, successful traders within the community and all that stuff.
Yep. You will naturally level up by just winning, right? This is like a video game here. Like, there's levels to the game. Let's just focus on winning, right? Winners win, losers lose. In the game, you either win or lose. So let's just win, and we'll level up naturally. It's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably never get to be exactly like me as a robot. So that's a very open-ended question. But a general answer to that question is, I mean, we've been passing prop firms in like 3 days at this point. What do you mean 3 days? Yeah, Literally, not just me, a bunch of other people, because we have a strategic approach and a different philosophy about them at this point. Once you stop the self-sabotage, the game becomes easy. But can we say that that's going to happen for you? We can't. You know, we can't say that because we don't know that.
J.Q. bro, exactly. That's like the vision. You know, that's what I'm talking about too. Making it deeper than just a course. You know, bringing it deeper with the education. Absolutely.
Oh man, I'm way behind on the Clubhouse chat.
Just scroll down.
Private jets? Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna need some sort of write-offs, aren't we?
Yeah, Jermaine, we're usually streaming the New York session till London close, which is like 11 a.m. You know, if we're green early, you know, we'll typically call it. If everyone's bags are full, we'll call it earlier. But yeah, typically we're there till like London close.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a video like on my strategy, I would just go over here to YouTube, and this is a video that I put a lot of time into. It's a 40-minute video explaining my exact strategy. So right here, it's called the Playbook 2.0. Talk about all my setups, all my entries, my mentality behind it, why I believe having a playbook is important. It's a 43-minute video, and it breaks down everything. So I would highly recommend checking this video out. It's called the Playbook 2.0, and this will start to really point you in the right direction.
News time. News incoming.
All right, here it comes, 9:45. Let's see how we do. 15-minute candle opening. W Dev, W. Yeah, Anthony, it's true, man. That's self-sabotage. All right, so let's see what they're doing here. Red folder came out, 51, so as expected, red numbers here, 49, as opposed to they were expecting 53, so numbers are a little red there. That shouldn't really make much of a difference, so yeah, just gotta still follow price action here. No big spikes or big crazy pushes or anything over here. Watch all 500, are we at 555 videos?
Probably with the live stream, tell you.
Oh my God, we're at 555 videos. Damn, that's my number right there. You guys know my birthday is 5/5.
That is, bro. Damn. God's
Damn,
plan.
son. 555. That's crazy. We really doing this, man. We're really out here every day.
Here.
555. Sheesh. I did not realize that at all. Yeah, we could thank the live streams for a lot of those. So if you guys haven't seen the live streams, I mean, there's so much knowledge in here, gang. You just have to dig for it. They're in every single one of these videos can change your life. There could be something in that video that can change your life. I promise you. You know, we give a lot when we come here. So it's just up to you to go fish for it, you know, and go find it if you weren't there live. And you know, it's tough because it is like a two hour, some of them are 3 hour live streams, but you know, there's guys out there not making any excuses like this dude, Just Eugene, or the Prather Trader. Look at this, commenting on a video like from months ago, right? Same thing with the Prather Trader. Like, I haven't used that thumbnail in months, right? He commented on it 19 hours ago. This dude, look at these two guys right here. They're always digging. The Prather Trader again, Eugene again. Always looking for the nuggets. So Wow. Cheers to 555, gang. Sheesh. $5.55. Start selling the videos. Yo, nobody leave. Wife, kids, everyone. Sit down and take notes. We're going to be an 8-figure trader. Oh, man. Watch him. You watch him on double speed? Nice. Yeah. I would too. Sheesh. Yeah, shout out to the Prather Trader, man. Big W. And he also flew out to meet me from Atlanta. Like, what a good guy, man. What a great guy. Great vision for his family. Yeah. Much love. Much
shout
love.
out Prather Trader. Man's awesome.
I think he flew out from Atlanta, I believe. Trader Abe, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I've been scammed. Yeah, them fake gurus, man. Yeah. Green, what's good? What's up, Alberto? Good to see you, man. It's been a couple days. I missed YouTube, bro. Like, I think we took 4 days off of YouTube, and that's the most I've taken in 555 videos. That's the longest stretch that I didn't come on the live stream. Yeah, I think maybe I would skip like a day or something sometimes. Very, very rarely though. I think we may have missed, like, outside of the 4 days this week, I think we may have missed 4 or 5 days in the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
We're committed. That's what commitment is.
We are.
Green living the dream? I know, man. I can't wait to be on Green's level. Oh yeah, I did lock myself out of my house that one day. That's true. I locked myself out of the house.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember that? Oh yeah, Trader Abe. Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yeah, believe it or not, we've had so many people come and be like, hey man, I really love your mentality. I love the way you teach, but I'll be honest, what really did it was I sat through the whole session. I didn't hear the F word once. I said, oh, that's awesome. So you want to have a good reputation out there. Green, show us the way, bro. Damn, get up here. Call some trades. Chat, you got any trading signals for me? Let's do an opposite day today. How about you guys tell me when to trade? On this lovely Friday. Just been through a lot of different experiences. Yeah. Yep. A lot of traders do that. They go through different experiences and different strategies and systems, and sometimes it's their fault. A lot of times it's their fault, because typically when they go somewhere, the strategy that they're looking to learn, it most likely does work. They just don't work it, or they don't relate to the person, or they make excuses. So unfortunately they start to strategy hop, and all we really hope to be is a city on a hill, where basically you got traders either new or old coming up and just looking for some help. You know what I mean? And here we are, and we're here for free, and we're willing to dedicate the time and share our experience and hopefully give you some hope, you know what I mean, on your walk here. Gold buys? Not until we get above 53 there. Yeah, we're going to keep hitting off that resistance. I listened to Green Day. We were talking about Blink 182. Or was it Blink 182 or is it Sum 41? I forgot. Jason. Put 10 lots on and walk. 30-minute candles. Yeah, everything is choppy here. So you got to wait for a closure, you know. We've currently got this 4-hour candle surrounded, right? So if this 4-hour candle is going to make a move, it's going to obviously going to want to break the highs or the lows, right? And we've got that surrounded. So if we get closures outside of these ranges, then we know that we're either breaking the highs or the lows, and that should cause a bit of a push. But I'm chilling today. You know, I'm already up pretty much on both accounts. I'm up like 1,400. No need to force anything. If it's there, we take it. If not, it's no big deal. I'm the hopping homie hop. Yeah. Yeah, some of you guys, man, some of you guys be coming over here and you like it for a little bit, but then you're like, this guy's too disciplined, man. He doesn't trade as much. Then you go to this one and that one and that one, but then you end up just kind of coming back around, and then we see you again, and we're always happy to see you, and we want you here, but you got to get disciplined. You got to get, you know, you got to stay steady. You know, you can't strategy hop your whole career. It's not going to work.
You do a lap around, you come back to us, and we're like, how you doing?
Nobody knows nothing.
Watch your mouth.
I mean, I have this great guy. He just joined the elite program. By the way, elites are open. We got 3 spots left, 6 in total. 3 have already been taken, so I'm sure the other 3 will be gone by the weekend. So if you've been interested in it, now's the time. But one of the new guys, he said, you know, man, I really wanted to get the elite like 10 months ago, and I reached out to you, and you just said, yeah, let me know if you want to, or if you join or whatever. And he said, you know, I ended up going with someone else, and it just happened to be a complete nightmare. And I've just watched you stay consistent and watched you, and it's like, I'm ready now, you know. So now he's in the program, and you know, we look to help him, or look forward to helping him turn that trading around. So, you know, people will strategy hop and things like that, but when they come back, usually they finally realize it was either them or this strategy just makes more sense, you know, to them. You know, this strategy won't make sense to everyone, but it works. Used to be 1,500 people watching. Yeah, we got rid of them. We had like 4,500 people watching on that one stream. But yeah, you know, people come and go, and that has nothing to do with me. It's just I stay steady, and the right people will come at the right times. And you got to understand, and I understand this as a leader too. It's, you know, my role in one's life may not be for years and years. It may just be for a day or for a week or a month, and I'm cool with that, you know. And that's one of the hardest parts about leadership, is having your people just kind of take your stuff and go. But at the end of the day, it's not yours, you know. It's all wisdom from the ancient ages, and you know, it's okay to be a positive light in someone's life for a time being, and then, you know, let them go about their business and what the Lord calls them to do. US 30? Yeah, we'll take a look. Let's take a look. What is US 30 again? I forgot.
MY, I think.
Oh, YM, right?
YM, yeah, something like that. Yeah, YM, yep.
YM. YM. Oh, well, we're definitely bearish. That's for sure. Let's see. So daily candle's bearish here, right? Nice strong daily close. 4 hour broke the lows there, I guess. Yeah, wow. 4 hour really broke the lows. 1 hour has been bleeding. I have no idea what's going on here with the Dow. But yeah, you're just selling off here. So from a higher time frame perspective, I mean, the 4 hours should tap into that support now, and now you have to see how it reacts. You got 2 minutes left. You may close that right at support, so that can get difficult. You may have some counter trend buys to potentially work its way out, but you know, you got to wait on that. Yeah, US 30 is pretty tough. Damn, look at that move. I would expect some sort of retracement, right? So maybe if I was looking to trade this, I would be waiting for a pullback, right? And if we can get a pullback maybe in that area there and then form a resistance, I'd be looking to continue selling. But I would not sell right here. So I would need a pullback first. Look at that pack runner chilling. Grabbed the packy and bounced. Trump said something? Yeah, I guess Trump said something. That's it.
All right, my brother. I'm gonna bounce here.
Bro, enjoy your birthday, man. Falls on a Friday
Thank you
too.
so much, my guy.
We're all having hibachi tonight, by the way, chat. So Rafi's having hibachi. Now Rafi's a couple hours away, but I'd still like to have hibachi too. You know what I mean? So we're gonna have hibachi over here for Rafi's birthday, and maybe you guys will all have hibachi in your hometown, celebrating Rafi.
Let's get it.
For all he does for the community.
Thank you so much, my guy, for everything that you
Yes,
do
sir,
for
brother.
me and for the rest of the community. Johnny Jams,
Sure.
thank you, my brother.
Rafi, bro.
Chat.
Thank you, bro.
Community, thank you so much for your love today. It means a lot to me, all of you guys that say happy birthday. Toro here, he remembered from yesterday, so thank you so much, my G. You guys, take it easy.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Tomorrow, there's a webinar, and I'll see you guys there. And yeah, let's get it.
Yes, sir. Enjoy your
Enjoy
day,
the
brother.
birthday, enjoy the
Have
fam.
fun.
And enjoy that hibachi.
Thank you, family. Love you all.
FaceTime me at hibachi, all right, so we can get the chefs to compete.
I
Ah.
will. So look, I'm an hour, 1 hour behind. So
Okay.
I'll
Let me know. I'll
FaceTime
try and plan it.
Time it.
I'll try and plan it perfectly, but any excuse for me to have hibachi will do. So Rafi's birthday is it.
you. Let's get it. Thank you, my guy.
All right,
You guys
G.
have a good day.
Later, brother.
All
Peace,
right.
brother.
Bye.
Peace. W birthday. A little birthday on a Friday.
I mean,
That's always
hibachi,
fun.
It's only right to get hibachi on your birthday. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And because Rafi's getting it, I mean, I'm getting it. I mean,
Same.
all right, 1 hour closed bull, 30 closed bear. We're still in the range. Nothing. Nothing. Who's got any good questions? Anyone need help with anything? Let me know. Let me know. Give me 1 sec, too. I'm going to go grab some more water.
Well, let's hear them questions. Yeah, if you got some good questions, don't be scared to ask. We got Nick here. Man will give you some gems. No such thing as a stupid question either. Trust me, I asked crazy questions when I started. Like, what's a pip? That was one of my questions one time. What is a pip? Yeah, any good questions, any good charts, you know, any confused charts? Let's take a look. How to scale up an account on lot sizes. Yeah, so I mean, you know, the better you trade, the more profits you're gonna make. I would say, you know, as you're trading better and you're making more profits, you could scale up. You know, you could scale your lot up from 1 to 2 or 1 or 2 to 3. Right? Big part of that is trading good and getting good results, right? Once you're trading good and getting good results, let's scale up. Let's scale up. Right, and the account, your account equity of the account will naturally, you know, if you're risking from a percentage, you'll your account equity will naturally go up with your profits, right? So trade better and scale up. Been trading a year, still don't know what a pip is. How to mark up ranges or need help setting up ranges? Yeah, that's a good one, Geo. So a range is basically a distance between a support and resistance. So when you can, and a support and resistance is basically a zone, you know? So when you see support and resistance, right? We're looking for support, we're looking for resistance, and between that's our range. A good exercise is to just go back into some data and just look for support and resistance, right? And just identify them. And we're looking for the cleanest candles above or below support and resistance as well. Clean ranges. Yeah, of course, you know, drawing something out would be better, but yeah.
W.
Really nice there.
Yeah, like what I would do is just a simple practice is just go time frame to time frame and just draw up like support and resistance. So just locate them, and then that's basically the first step, and then comes like telling a story to develop the bias, right? If that makes sense. Like, I don't know, let me get a random pair here. I don't know, let's just do NQ. So like, actually, damn, all these are in the all-time highs, right? So I would go from time frame to time frame, high to low, and just start marking off the nearest support and the nearest resistance. And basically what you want to do is you want to start closing in on price, surrounding price, right? Until eventually you're going to get to the point where you have a range, kind of like there is on gold right now. And then at that point, you know, based off the story you tell yourself, and your bias, now you know where you want to execute. So maybe you're bullish here, maybe you're bearish, right? And then you want to, you know, make sure you know. So there's also a YouTube video I did on that. Did it a while ago. It's called How to Tell the Story from Each Time Frame. A little bit of a oldie, but a goodie.
Yeah. Yep.
This one right here, this white one. So
and the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Remember, practice in a way makes perfect. So the more you practice these things, the more you're going to better understand it. Yeah, Mr. Kaufman, you know, I would suggest we got to be looking at our trade from a logical perspective, you know, and we get our logic based off of charts and price action, right? So price action is king. So getting your logic from price action will help you, you know, understand how to manage your trade better too, you know, because trades fluctuate. We don't want to get out at the first sign of red. We get out at the first sign of red because we're emotional about it, right? The way we remove emotions is by just replacing it with logic. And again, we get the logic based on our plan and based on price action within the plan. So, I mean, that's what I could say, you know, and of course it all depends on your plan, your strategy, and how you want to go about it. But yeah, using the price action to make things logical for us is honestly going to help you, you know, not get out of a winning trade too quickly. You know, just because it's red. You know, all of my winning trades have experienced a little red because the trade fluctuates. So, yeah, we want to make decisions based off of logic.
Yep, stick with logic. Yeah, you enter the trade because the probability is in favor to go in that direction. So the trade, like John said, could fluctuate, but until it shows signs of like invalidating the trade, right, based off of like maybe a closure, like if you're in a sell here, this can go up and go down, right? But it's not until, let's say, you start closing above here that you're like, all right, you know, this could be a problem. So until that happens, I mean, the trade could fluctuate. It can come all the way up to here and still drive down, you know, so you just got to have that plan in place.
Price action's king.
Yeah. See you later, Sam. The real
Peace,
Sam. Peace, bro.
Yeah, Toby, I only use current candle stops. I'm always looking to use previous candle stops, but I only use current candle stops when previous candle stops are too big for my liking, where it kind of messes up the 1R. I'll use current candle stops in that case.
Yeah, same. How to be more disciplined? You got to really figure out what you want. So the reason you're not disciplined is because you don't know what you're quite after yet. You may think, well, I want to make a lot of money, but how much money? I want to drive a nice car. What kind of car? I want to live in a nice neighborhood. Well, what neighborhood? What house? And then start to go see it, start to go touch it, start to go feel it, right? You got to dream build. So you got to understand what it is that you're after and what it is that you want. And if that's important enough, you'll be disciplined, because you currently are disciplined, right? Maybe you work a 9-to-5 job. You tend to have no problem showing up to that every day, right? Or doing certain things that have to get done. So now it's just a matter of transferring that over to trading.
How you do one thing's how you do everything.
Mm-hmm. Yay. Do I know Anthony? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe by face. Maybe by face. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie.
That was this kind of whack New York session with the price action. Damn.
Yeah, nasty price action. You guys should have been with us. Yeah, you guys should have traded London with us. The heck?
I know, bro. Makes sense to do that now.
Message. Lost my funded account. That's okay. You're gonna lose funded accounts. You're gonna lose it, you know, because at the end of the day, you also gotta realize and recognize, like, where are you in your journey? Are you in the learning stage? Or are you in the earning stage? And a lot of people are trying to earn while they're really supposed to be trying to learn. And then they get upset. Well, you know, I blew this account. It's like, of course you did. You know, you're still in the learning phase, and that's okay. You gotta learn from those mistakes and, you know, take into consideration, well, why did I blow the account? What happened? What led up to that? You know, is it me? Is it the technicals? What was it? You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people, they don't really quite understand staying down till they come up. So they get their first challenge and they're upset that they failed it. It's like as if I was going to start speaking German and I got upset because, you know, someone came up to me to have a conversation 2 days after I decided to start studying German and I couldn't understand what they're saying. Oh my God. The German language sucks. I'm never going to get good at it. It's like, no, like I'm still in that learning phase, right? So you got to really understand what phase you're in, because that's going to be good to your own mind, right? Because you drive yourself crazy when you're in your earning stage, when you're in your learning stage and you're trying to earn. It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, exactly.
Outcome focused.
Yep. And a lot of times what's going to happen is you'll start messing some things up with your trading, and you'll be like, I don't know why I did that day. And a lot of times, gang, it actually doesn't have anything to do with the trading itself, right? You ever go on like a good streak and then all of a sudden you hit a loss and you start revenge trading? Most of the time that's because you got a flat tire 2 days ago and you had an unexpected $350 bill that you had to pay. So now all of a sudden you get on the charts the next day like, this trading thing's got to work. It's got to hurry up and work. Why? Because you blew a tire and had an unexpected expense, right? So a lot of people bring their emotions from outside of the desk and try and take it out here. But that's where the market takes you out. Right? So don't do that. Don't do that. And you'll realize that if you start to think about it, you'll be like, you know what? Damn, he's right. I actually did have to get a couple new tires that time I forced my trade, or, you know, something came up where my kid's school needed more money and then I just tried forcing some stupid trade in the market. So a lot of times it's outside of the trading hours and desk that is really what's messing you up on the trading desk.
Yep. That's why if you know something's going on with you outside of your trading in your life, you know, it may make sense to just not take a break, but like take a day off from the charts one day, you know, if there's a passing or if something's happening within your life, it doesn't hurt, bro. It doesn't hurt, you know, or just show up and don't trade. Yeah.
Or just handle it. Just show up and handle it. You know what I mean? Life's going to happen. You know, things are going to happen. You're going to stress about things. Things aren't going to go your way. It's like, who cares? you got to handle business every day, you know, at the same time. But not everyone's going to be that strong and have that type of mindset. So I do, you know, tread lightly when I bring that type of stuff up, because most of you do need a break, you know, like for a day or two. But, you know, there's also that mindset of like, you know, no matter what happens, I got to show up and stay steady.
Yep.
Any way to switch to futures without going through a prop firm? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I use my own capital to trade futures as well. I use the broker TradeOvate. So they're a US regulated broker. You can put cash in there and trade your own capital. Exactly. Yeah. You start applying those emotions and you're done. Because now you're thinking emotionally, you're not thinking logically, and the market is ready to devour the emotional trader. Rip them to pieces. Dum, dum, dum. Let's see. Yeah, exactly, Stacy Lewis. Yep. I can tell everything I need to know about someone by the way they take a loss. By the way they handle things when things don't necessarily go their way. I could tell everything I need to know about a person. Can't handle that loss. I ain't trying to be by your side. You start getting emotional over things that I shouldn't be emotional about. I don't want to be a business partner with you, or, you know, I want to be maybe an acquaintance. I'll pray for you. You know what I mean? Let's go, Frank. Very nice. Yeah, you just got to drop this. A lot of traders, and I said this on my Instagram story the other day, if you guys aren't following me on IG, follow me on IG, because there's just a lot of value in the stories and all that. But, you know, most traders are just trying to force things. They won't truly let the playbook or their system do the work for them. You know, it just is what it is. I mean, that's what people do. They try and force their wins and avoid their losses, and you can't do neither. Right? You can't do neither of those things. So why are you in the way? Why do you keep getting in the way of your system? Your system is trying to make you rich, yet you're self-sabotaging and breaking it. So all you have to do is follow the, like, I know it seems mundane, right? But if it was, then everyone would be profitable. So you really got to get it. In most cases, you are in the way of your own success. You're in the way of it. So get out the way, you know, let the probabilities work themselves out. Let the trading system do what it's designed to do, right? The profitable trading system is designed to keep the trader profitable. It's when the trader breaks the profitable system that the trader becomes unprofitable. Man, look no further, think no further. That's all there is to this. So your only focus now should be, how do I trade that system to the best of my ability? Right? If you're really struggling, if you've been struggling this weekend, that may be a good question to ask yourself. How do I trade the system properly? So that way it can get me the correct results. You know, you look at anytime you look at our stats, you will see about a 70% win rate. Every time. It doesn't matter how random we pull it up. Like, we pull it up so randomly, 70% win rate.
Bro, this is the law of probabilities, bro.
And we've shown you this now for 3 years. Year after year after year, it just stays steady. 70, 75% win rate. You know what I mean?
Do the lifetime record.
Yeah, the lifetime record's probably like 70.
I just did it before. It's 77%.
There you go.
Minus the break-even trades, but even with that, 75%. It's in between 70 and 80%, which is how our system works.
Yeah.
This is based off data. This is statistically proven, right? So you do what's required, you get these results. We're going off statistics here. Data. That should give you your confidence.
Yes, sir. And by the way, some of you guys think I'm such a great trader. The playbook makes me look good. I promise you. The playbook makes me look like a genius. I'm not one. I just literally follow it. That's all. The playbook gets my wins for me. The playbook gets my losses for me. I just execute. That's it. I'm the executor, nothing more, nothing less. And I let that thing work.
Yes, sir. The market is filled with abundance. Go get yours.
Slowed down this week, took one trade, ended the week green. W, Daniel. Yeah, sometimes you do have to slow down like John talked about.
Yeah, I only took 2 trades too this week. Daniel. Let's get Daniel.
Yeah, I didn't take many either. I took 2, 3, 4, 5 trades.
Yeah.
5 trades this week out of, last week was much more than that.
Much more.
My Instagram, my IG handle is right here. It's my IG. How much leverage do I have in Bitcoin? Enough. Quite the leverage. First time in your stream, a lot of things which I never considered. Yeah. Most traders are trying to figure out all their issues on the charts. I promise you, gang, it's not that. It's much deeper than that. Much deeper. The charts are simple. I could teach my 4-year-old. If you gave me enough time this weekend, if I really sat down with her and simplified what we do in terms of just looking at candles, she would probably understand it. But does she understand the mentality, the mindset, the emotional control, the self-control, the discipline? You know what I mean? So a 4-year-old can learn technicals, but now it takes a wise and mature person to go to those next levels. Can I explain the inverted celery? Yeah, the inverted celery is a pretty simple position. It's let's say we were looking for buys right now, right? And this candle, we're not going to take the sells. The candle comes down, closes like right here. And we're looking for buys, right? So, or let's just say it comes down and closes like towards the bottom of the range, somewhere right here. So what do we need for a buy now, right? If we're bullish, what do we need? We're going to need a support to form, right? So we get that support, and then we can go ahead and maybe take our buy, right? But there's going to be times where you're not going to get that support, but you have a good read on direction. And what happens is if the next candle closed like this, right, we would still be what? We still have to wait for a support, right? Because that's a red candle. So I stopped doing that now, because during the high times of volume, if you're going to wait for a support, most likely that support is going to probably close like up here, right? Who's ever seen that? You're waiting on a support at London Open, NYSE Open. You're waiting, and price just runs on you, right? So this is where to get into an impulse entry. So it's important to know when and when not to be in impulse entries. But this for me would be what I call the inverted celery. So that's just basically the candle closing above. There's a couple key features to this setup, right? You're going to have a steep wick to the bottom, nice short wick at the top, and then a closure above the zone still, right? Above that zone. So it doesn't matter if it's bullish or bearish, as long as it's above and I'm bullish, I'm going to take that buy right there. Yeah. So that's it, pretty much. It's during high times of volume when you may not get the resistance. Like take a look at this example here. So you're bearish right here, right? Price is moving down. We move down, we come up, we pull back, right? But notice how we never got a red candle to close like this one. So that way we can follow it with a trade. See how this candle just drove down on its own? That's because there was probably a lot of volume. Now you see how this candle here has a steep wick to the top? So what I just talked about was a bullish inverted celery. This example is bearish, right? So same thing, you have a strong exhaustion wick, small body that closes below the range, right? Below that range. and a small little wick right there, right? So the entry would be on this candle on the break of that low to tap into that support. And you see how effectively it is, or effective it is? It works out really well. Actually, I think that's been the biggest success here this year, has been, I think, the inverted celery, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think where is it? Yeah, we haven't lost one yet. I mean, we only took 6 of them. But when I see them, I size up. You know, I go pretty heavy. Especially if they're in favor with the bias. So, yeah, that one's done us really well. And that's also a newer trade. You know, we weren't taking that trade a year and a half ago. Discord link? Yeah, my bad. I forgot to update the Discord link on the live stream here today. So if you hit ! Discord, the link will pop up for you. What up, Henry? Yeah, I mean, I would knock out that personal debt. It seems like it weighs on you. I would just knock that out with your full-time job while learning this system in the back end, or, you know, behind the scenes. And, you know, you got to, you're most likely break even because there's a few things you have to stop doing. So most traders who are break even, they don't have to learn anything else. They already got it. They know when to take trades. They know how to look for positions. The problem is they make the money, but they can't keep it. So what that means is you understand the trading system, but there's little flaws in your game. And that could be like, maybe you be taking sells like with no, like if I looked at your trades and we went over them, then I could say, hey, look, you know, you took a sell here, but the system teaches that don't take a sell after there's no wick. So boom, that's an unnecessary loss. Let's say you try to take a sell here, stop was here. You take an unnecessary loss. So a lot of times, gang, if you're break even, you most likely don't need to know anything more. You don't need to, there's not something you're missing. There's something that you have to become aware of that's taking the money out of your P&L, and you have to eliminate that. So you got to go and go, okay, I got wins, I got losses, right? So how many losses do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I got blah, 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 right? So who cares about this? These are great. You really want to go in here and identify what losses were good losses and which ones did I give money back when I didn't have to, right? And a lot of times that's typically going to be the case. Price does something like that. You take a, you know, little slightly bend the playbook, and, you know, you lose the money. So you got to go into your P&L and find out where you're giving the money back. And once you become aware of that, you have to eliminate whatever actions or habits that's causing that problem. My Instagram is right here. It's Nick Stewart with an underscore at the end. When you have a mixed bias for the day, example, bullish previous candle and bearish 4-hour candle, how do we know if to look for buys or sells? So sometimes you're going to have to rely on the lower time frames at that point. I'm typically going to go with the 4-hour, but look, the 4-hour could be in a different place at any given time, so it's always unique, right? So let's say this is a 4-hour targeted zone. There may be a day where the 4-hour is bearish, but it's already hit the zone. So you really don't want to stay bearish at that point. Maybe you would expect buys to play out for a pullback. There's going to be other days where the 4-hour looks like this, right? And it's getting ready to get down there. So on those days, you want to move with the trend. But the big thing is, if the bias is confused, then don't take a trade. So most of those days, for me, when the daily and the 4-hour don't line up and they're all tricky, those are either one of two things. Those are either no trade days or losing days for me. Because price is supposed to do something and it doesn't. And those are good losses, healthy losses that, you know, you're going to run into as well. All right, I think I'm going to get rolling here today. It's Friday. It's Rafi's birthday. Trying to get some hibachi later. Yeah, this was a good session though. A lot of good questions. Why did I DM you? Stop. Stop. Am I on a trade right now? No, I did take a trade in London session and that was it. Just I took this sell right here. And that was pretty much my day. So I'm probably going to call it a day. I'm going to stay green. Going to stay green for the week here and happy with my performance. I did take a full loss here on the 19th, but I was able to get that back. So I'm happy with it. You know, I think I'm good where I'm at here for the week. And I think we can take the kicks off and hang them up.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, bro.
But, you know, if
they're
you
even filled this range here too.
Yeah. If you learned some stuff here today and it was your first time, come back on Monday, come back Tuesday, and you know continue plugging in. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Those of you guys that are in the Clubhouse, we will see you for. Actually, I'll be on the Clubhouse for like another half hour or so. But if you're not in the Clubhouse and you guys want to join our weekly webinars, join the Clubhouse today. We'll be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. for solid webinar. I think tomorrow we're going to talk about the importance of the playbook and a lot of what we just spoke about here. We're going to dive a little bit deeper into that stuff tomorrow. So cool.
Bet. Sounds good, bro. Thanks, my man.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure. It was an honor. I enjoyed my time with you all. Johnny Gems, appreciate you as always. Chat.
Thank you, bro.
I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Be great. And we will see you guys on Monday.
Don't
all right?
you think like that? I will
Later,
love you
G's.
honestly. If
Y'all have a
you
great day.
only believe in me.
Enjoy the song on the way out.
Don't you be like that?
Peace
I will
out, G's.
love you
Later.
forever.
Love y'all. Peace.
If you only believe
Yeah.
in me,
Back in the O, straight from the A. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. Back in the O, straight from the A. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate. I'm finna good and I'm done acting fake. Had to step out the crib, I'm done being late. I'm finna walk in the word, don't need Drakes. Bro, I ain't shooting no demons today. I'ma keep seeking the kingdom with faith. I'ma trust in the truth so He got in my ways. And I hope that you get it today. And I hope that you find it your way. Back in the O, straight from the A. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate.
don't you think like that? I will love you honestly.
I got God and He still got my back. I'm so attached, I don't need a strap. Never thought that He would take me back. I will love you forever. Yeah. Now I see the truth. I'm believing in you. Back in the O, straight from the A. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate. Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you only believe the King. Yeah. Don't you think like that? I will love you forever. Yeah. Cause God, I'm believing in you.
I keep my top down. Live on my head cause I can't wear the crown too low. Never gon' bow down. Everybody out there running games so they pass on me. Treat 'em like a op, bow. When I came up, they were whooping but was still on a leash. People gon' talk down. They gon' low cause I still serve the most high. No, I won't stop now. When I throw signs up, it's not what they said, dog. Know that for H-Town. Roll with a warrant, try not to get caught, but I'm fly. Still put the top down. Love for the father, make kiss for the fans, y'all. Can't switch on y'all now. Only sinners walk with grace. grace, pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my sins, turn out winners, keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. What don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back. Rushing outside like I'm sleeping in a bando. Bible on me, I've been feeling like Rambo. Devil trying to hide, he ain't wearing no camo. Killing myself, God took it out the plan though. Still on fire for the Lord, where the fan go? Heard them talking stupid, they cut it just like a Van Gogh. I'm sitting glad, let me cut the thing real low. I be looking up high when I feel low. And we still outside with the kinfolk. I was scraping both sides to the rim, bro. I was walking through church with the trench coat. Sending my 10% through Venmo. Lord said he'd be back, hit a memo. That's a cross around my neck, not a crystal. There's a Bible on me, not a pistol. You don't even know what I've been through. All these sinners walk with grace. Pack your bags, follow me home. Pray my sins, turn out winners. Keeping that lead when I'm long gone. All of my fears can't hold me back. Let go of those who did me wrong. All of my fears won't hold me back. Cause what don't kill me made me strong. Victory lap. We on attack. Ain't looking back.
A2000 EST. OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Hey. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I'm with my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking. Hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the pay's different. The pay's different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switch?